All right, everybody, who's ready to date some monsters? Hi. Oh, my eye is doing the wonky things. Hello. Can you hear this beautiful background music? Let me know if it's too loud, by the way. This music is so lovely. I'm gonna give my spiel and everything about the game before we get started, but for now, how are y'all doing? Sorry, gotta hydrate or dihydrate. Gay time. No, actually gay time. I didn't intend for it to be only gay time, but I was looking through the information on the game and I was like, oh, I happened to decide that I wanted to play the route that only has a guy dating guys. That wasn't even intentional. But yes. It will be very gay today. I'm excited. I'm like overheating. I already have my fan on and everything. It's not too loud? Okay, good. Thank you. Welcome, Sukasa Fish. Glad you can make it. I'm good. Heck yeah. I'm also good. Yeah, I pushed stream back like 5-10 minutes just because I was literally ready to sit down and like set up for stream, and then I finally got the email I was waiting on. For those of y'all who are in the Discord, y'all saw I wanted to register to take the JLPT again, and I paid, but it's a different system than when I registered last time, because I'm taking it in a different city this time, and their system is you pay through like a online cart, like shopping cart, and then you just have to wait for them to send you an email. Like, I thought it was just gonna be like an automated email. Like, it feels like they had to like approve it and then send it or something, and then in that email there's a link, and then in that link you can register. So I was waiting for the email. It was literally like 2 hours, which I assumed that I would be able to just like pay and register at 11 a.m. and it is now 1:22, and I just finished actually managing to register. I thought I would have plenty of time before the stream, but nothing ever works for me. Nothing ever goes my way. That's so dramatic. That's not true. But yeah, I was just like, come on. Wait, you're not straight? Who could have guessed? Not intentional, Hey, Oris. I truly did not realize. I just assumed that, like, here, I'll explain. Let me show you guys the game. This game is gorgeous. We're probably not going to be playing in this full screen mode. We'll probably be playing on my usual overlay, but I just want to show you full screen. Let me hide this for a second, just so y'all can see a little bit. Let me move my head. So that's good. This is Burn the Midnight Oil. Huge shout outs to Foxglove Games, who gave me early access. This is the full Steam release. I decided to wait for the full Steam release just to the full Steam release of the demo, I should be clear. Just to get the best experience for y'all and for me. I'm excited. Because this is actually a project I have been watching from the sidelines for a little while. I've been like, ooh, this looks so fun. I am so excited for this. I want to see, like, the art looks gorgeous. The concept sounds so fun. So I had already been interested in playing this game. And then they were like, hey, creators, do you want to play this game? I was like, yeah, I do. So here we are. OMG, a real life. You guys. Well, yes. Anyways, so this lovely background music you're hearing is all original. All the art is original, and like beautiful, detailed, gorgeous. I have been so looking forward to this game. So this is the demo that is out right now. If you type, BTMO, Burn the Midnight Oil, in Twitch chat, you should get info, about how you can play the game, support the game. Why did it, ew, I typed literally less than 3 into the Nightbot, like, command, and it changed it to a monkey with hard eyes. Why would I want it to be a monkey with hard eyes? I obviously wanted it to be less than 3 because I'm cutesy, because I'm cute. Why does Twitch hate me? This game looks amazing, doesn't it? It looks so cool. I'm really so excited. Yeah, it's all like indie made. This is actually made in RunPy. Like if y'all have played any of my game demos, which look a lot less good than this does, that is also like, this is made in RunPy, but just incredible. Like all the original UI and stuff makes it look so good. This game looks gay. It is. It super is. Sort of an overview here. Basically, these two in the front here are Cersei and Dante, and they are the two protagonist options. But it's not just as simple as like, oh, I want to play as a girl, I want to play as a guy. Like, their stories are completely different, and my understanding is that in the demo, you essentially have two different demos in one and two different games in one. Like, if you choose one of them, there might be some things that occur similarly, but overall, like, the storyline is completely different, and your romance options are completely different. So over there on the left side next to Cersei, you have three characters down there in the bottom. Those are her romance options. And over here with Dante, if I can show you with my big fat head, these are, oh, this guy's so short. These are his romance options. Let me just like hide myself for a second. So those are his romance options. So they don't cross. Like, they each have basically their own game. It's so cool. It's so cool. And it's beautiful. And today I am planning, we will see how long the demo actually is. If the demo's pretty short, I might just go ahead and do Cersei's route. But for now, what I'm planning is we're gonna try Dante's route. And if you guys like what you see, I highly encourage you to download the demo and try Cersei's route, because it will be totally different from what we see on stream today. That's my plan. That's my plan. If it's short enough, we might go ahead and do Cersei's route anyway. But I suspect there's gonna be a lot of juicy content in here for us to go through just with Dante's side. So yes, there's like a whole other side to this game that y'all won't get to see unless you go and play it yourself. And if you love it as much as I do, you should definitely check out the Kickstarter. They are almost halfway to their like main goal, like of just plain old funding the game. But if they get past that, then they'll have like all kinds of like goodies. They'll have, let me check. Oh, I had the Kickstarter open and I lost it. I closed the tab. Let me find it. Let me find their stretch goals. I know one of them had to do with like an expanded art book, which would be so cool. Let me see. A lot of it actually has to do with just like more art, which I love the art already, so I would love more art. Let's see, their stretch goals. They've got, wow, there's a lot of information here. They're really thorough, which I always love in a Kickstarter when they're like, this is exactly what you're getting, this is exactly what we're doing with the money, this is exactly how it's gonna, you know, help us make this game amazing. Let's see, stretch goals. They'll have more sprites, more CGs, more backgrounds, an extended soundtrack, so more of the beautiful music that you're hearing right now, and extended art book. Those are like the stretch goals that they have up right now. And as long as this game gets funded, I'm just, you know, I'm so excited, but I really hope that they do get to some of those stretch goals, because I can tell they have like such a vision, so many like incredible talented people working on this, and I would just love to see it like reach its full potential. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I already spent all my money on another visual novel Kickstarter. Sigh. Hey, you know, it is open until April 22nd, so the 22nd of this month. So, you know, if you have the means, highly recommend supporting. I definitely will be. Personally, I prefer it when developers are vague and are constantly radio silent. I was gonna call someone out. I shouldn't do that. I should be professional. Honestly, no, I can call myself out. That's what I do. I'll be like, oh, I'm making a game, and then I don't. Oops. But yeah, no, these guys are great, and this studio has released a game before this. This is not like their first game that they're releasing or that they're Kickstarter funding. So they do have like a good track record and everything. Yes, check it out. What was I gonna say? My brain is off. My brain is off as always. But yeah. Whoa. The hell is the catch? It's afraid of feeling a key in a kite. What the hell? I like that sparked something in my Hamilton pilled brain, but it's been so long that I don't remember the actual lyrics. It's something like that. But yes. Here, I think this will be better. It is gonna be a little smaller, but just so we don't cover up the screen as much, except for my big fat wing. Sorry about that, teehee. But yeah, that way we can kind of see. If it's too small, we can do this, but I just don't like how much the chat covers the screen. TBH. Timothy, Bartholomew, Henry, TBH. But yeah. I love monsters. Everyone's really hot in this game. Like the pro tags, the love interests, everyone is like so attractive. I'm so bisexual, you guys. Here, let's see. Also, I don't know why, I don't know if this was something like a bug on my end, but when I went to the settings and I like first started the game, it was set to mute. And I was like, why is there no music? I had to unmute it to start the music. I was like, oh. Which I have noticed that sometimes when I export Renpai games, it'll save like my settings instead of like whatever I wanted the default settings to be. I don't know why that is, but that's a Renpai thing. So devs, if you see this, just know that it was muted by default when I opened the game. Oops. Hydrate or dihydrate. Monsters. Exactly. I'm so excited. But yeah, I think everything else is good. I don't know why I thought this had voice acting. No, okay. I was like, am I gonna have to sit here while the characters read in their beautiful voices, or do I actually get to do the voices? No, I get to do the voices. You guys get to hear me be a theater kid. I'm the worst. Alright. I've wasted enough of your time. Okay. I think with that, I wish I had a way to view chat. I'll just have to pull up chat on my phone. We always hear you be a theater kid? No, who would say that? Me? A theater kid? This is the first time I've ever said anything like that. How dare you slander me? Okay. Okay. Let's go. I'm so ready. I pat his head. I pat her head. They're both beautiful. Okay. New game! Imagine it just crashes. No. Okay, so we have Cersei and Dante. For at least the first playthrough, we are going to be picking Dante. If it's short, we might go ahead and do Cersei, but we're going to stick with Dante. And I expect you guys to try out Cersei on your own. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun. Okay. Ooh. Look at him. He's so handsome. He's so pretty. Demi Hellhound, but it's been scratched out and it says werewolf. Okay. 207, 1953. Oh, I forgot this game is set in the 50s. I was like, damn, he's old. I'm pretty sure it's set in the 50s. Let me double check. Or, no, it can't be 50s, because then he would be 0 years old. Hold on. Am I stupid? What year is this set in? I saw it on the itch page. I saw it the other day. Maybe 70s? Okay. Neither of those were correct. It's the 80s. It's set in the 80s. Okay. Guys, I'm really good at this. I'm kind of a genius. Okay, so it's set in the 80s, so he's probably like late 20s then. His age. Police officer, I'm not. He's literally like bad boy Kalen Strafe. Emergency contact, Orion Walker. Oh? Okay. Several years ago, Dante struck a deal with Orion, a former friend of his mother. Stuck in North Haven ever since, Dante unwillingly works as a cop. He spends his nights chasing criminals, waiting for the day when he'll finally have fulfilled his end of the deal. So we don't know what deal they have. At last, Orion puts Dante on his final case. There's a suspicious new drug on the market he wants Dante to investigate, but the roots of this problem might be even more dangerous than they thought. Now, what is this? We have some, like, stuff in the background here. Say no to drugs. We have here Zeno, wanted for drug trade. Type wizard. Oh, that's cool. Eye color, black, green, currently pink, blue, black. I love that. So I've seen Zeno is one of the love interests. I was not expecting Zeno to be like, I saw that Zeno was kind of unhinged looking. I wasn't expecting Zeno to actually be like kind of the bad guy here. Something from Francesca. I can assume that's probably his mom. And this is little baby. It's cute. What does this say? Start of the winter. Wait, turn up my brightness here. So there is no... It's a relief to know that you at least can't get sick. I'm sure you do not miss the days when you were able to catch the flu. So, like, maybe he was human and got turned into a hellhound? That doesn't seem like a thing that's possible. There is a lot I would love to talk about, but I will restrain myself for now. I hope that I may be able to send you another letter come spring. Wishing you the best, Francesca. So is she not dead? I kind of assumed she was dead, but all it says is former friend of his mother. It doesn't say his late mother. I just assumed she was dead. But it seems like they haven't seen each other in a while. Dante, stop messing with the files. No. The Golden Cat. What is this, like a nightclub or something? SCD, Supernatural Crime Division. Don't forget your badge. Okay. Am I stupid? The hummingbird asked if it can sing. Guys, we get it. I am actually an idiot who knows nothing ever. Not even about the game I am playing right now. I'm not a cop. What is the meme of like, I'm not a cop, I'm not a cop. Okay. So, we got our, what is on this, by the way? What is this? Looks like a cat toy or something. These little, like, I don't want to say balls, but that's what they are. They're little balls, like, hanging off his collar. Anyways. Oh? Okay. Oh. Pointy ear guy. He's got a killer mustache. Holy crap. Oh, this is, like, so cinematic already. And my stupid bro can't even run an analysis on his own code. I don't know how to do that. Teehee. That's exactly what I was referencing. Yes! Oh, my eyeballs. Okay. Okay. Here, let me... Should I do, like, a narrator voice? The rain hits the window in a peaceful, hypnotic pattern. Oh, this is Orion. Orion stares outside, thoughts wandering. He has no work left tonight. He is done with moving, too. So he could go home. What's this? Ooh! Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna let us read this scene and then we'll click on that. Oh, well, it's gone now, but we'll go back to that in a second. But to what? It's not like being at home is any different from standing around here all night. At the same time, he knows he can't stay. Daytime isn't for creatures like him. He's expected to hide away, never to be seen by the ones who wander the hallways after the sun has risen. Is he a vampire? Ha! A deep sigh escapes him. He's sure it's the rain that's making him melancholic. It had rained the day his mentor died, too. Oh, shit. He's like one of the... He's like the D&D character your DM asks you not to create. It's like, oh my god. Drama. Melancholy. My mentor died. And now I'm emo. Why the deep frown? Orion feels himself twitch at the sound of someone else inside the room. Only the familiarity with her voice can ease his initial tension. Did you hear how the music, like, changed as she said that? Is this, like, dynamic? Oh my god, I love a dynamic soundtrack. That's literally so cool. He locks eyes with the woman reflected in the window. It's you. Oh? Oh, she pretty. It's me. Francesca sits down on Orion's desk, giving it a pat. Were it anyone else, he would think them rude. But this is Francesca. Okay, let me click on this now that we have the option again. First person we saw was Orion. Let's go read about Orion. Orion Walker. An inspector in the Supernatural Crime Division, making him Dante and Raoul's superior officer. Despite being a vampire, okay, yeah, Orion has a human family. Both his wife and his daughter are aware of his identity and job. Officially, Orion's daughter Alice is adopted and not his biological child. Vampires shouldn't be able to have children, making Alice a miracle that has to be kept a secret. Oh, so she is his biological daughter, but officially, like, they claim she's adopted? If her identity gets out, it might catch the attention of questionable people. Perhaps it is because of this similarity that Orion finds it difficult to not constantly worry about Dante. So again, that comes back to what we were saying about, like, he used to be able to get sick, like Dante used to be human? Is that what that implies? And then this was Francesca Collins. Dante's hellhound mother. Oh shit. She passed away when Dante was still young. As a good friend of Orion, she asked him to support Dante after passing. So I wasn't wrong. I guess this is what we're seeing right now. This scene is her asking Orion to help her. The music change was peak, wasn't it? It was so cool. I literally love that kind of stuff. It's the best. But emo characters are the best. I mean, you're not wrong. I said your DM asked you not to create them, not that I hate them. I do love them. If she suddenly behaved politely around him, he would think she was sick. They're each other's precious friends, which is more than Orion has had in a long time. New office, new furniture. It's nice. She does not look well. It is indeed. I was planning on inviting you over sometime, since I guessed you'd want to see it. But speaking of inviting you, did someone let you in? One could almost think that Francesca belonged here, thanks to that natural arrogance of hers. But Orion doubts any officer here would have actually let a stranger walk right into the station for no apparent reason. Not exactly. So Orion stops himself mid-sentence. If she wants to get somewhere, she finds a way. Even if it means somehow breaking into a police station unseen. I kind of love her. She's hot, she's breaking all the laws. She's a sick mom that's about to die. Like, what's not to love? Literally an icon. She could have met with him outside, which she usually does. But it seems today is different. You know you shouldn't be here. I stopped by your flat, but you weren't there. What else should I have done? Still, breaking in is dangerous. I wouldn't call it breaking in. It was more like entering through unusual means? Orion is admittedly a bit curious, but he won't bother to ask how she did it. She'd only refuse to tell, just to tease him. They're kind of spicy. Wait, they're both married, presumably. He's definitely married. I don't know about her, but like, they kind of have something. I can't lie. Is that just me? Men and women can't be friends. That's apparently what I think. That's not what I think, but they kind of have some chemistry. I can't lie. Besides, oh, I just read this line, guys. The chemistry. Besides, that's not what he's focused on right now. What's much more interesting is her scent. She smells human. That's weird. Are you wearing perfume of some kind? There are items like that out there, made to mask your scent, changing it into something else. Reminds me of this anime my Japanese teacher showed the class, where it's a romance, but then twist, it turns out they were long-lost siblings, but then double twist, it was adopted, so it's chill. I mean, it's still not chill, but like, it's... it's giving, oh, what is it called? Vampire Night? It's vampire something. That show where, like, the whole thing is, like, this love triangle, and then the girl ends up with one of the guys, and then it turns out the guy is actually her brother, and everyone's like, what was even the point of any of that? Why did we go through all... Is that maybe the anime you're talking about? Separated at, like, 2 years old? It might be the same one. We stand a queen who commits crimes, but gives them names so that through technicality she didn't commit a crime. Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't count. Hey, Judge, I called it something different, so it doesn't count. Rather than the price, it's finding someone who makes them that is more complicated. Orion doesn't understand why she would go through the trouble. Normally, she more or less smells like a werewolf. There's no reason to hide that. So she's not a werewolf, she's a hellhound, right? But then Dante had scribbled out hellhound and written werewolf, so maybe they're posing as werewolves? Like, maybe there's more stigma against hellhounds than werewolves? Supernaturals who are able to switch between human and werewolf form. Most werewolves find it easy enough to integrate into human society while still keeping their pack together. Am I able to click on any of this? Oh, I can! I just assumed it would be empty until I, like, found them. Here, hellhounds. A demonic subspecies. Hellhounds are described as large canine beings with fire-related abilities. Despite some similarities, they are not related to werewolves in any way. Sorry, my mouth is all full of spit. Being natural fighters and very loyal to their pack, hellhounds were creatures you should avoid provoking. Even so, there were several wizards who attempted to abduct helpless hellhound pups for unsavory reasons. Whoa. Many rumors have appeared since all the hellhounds vanished decades ago. Some say they've gone extinct, others claim they never existed at all. So that can't be true because we know Dante's a hellhound. So maybe it's more like they're in like a hidden society or something. That could be possible. Here, I'm doing the thing again where I change how I sit like 5 times in 5 minutes. Here, give me a second. Huh? Yeah. I'm assuming you're talking about the anime. Huh? Yeah. It was crazy. He asked made of code he can't sit. No, literally. I can't sit anywhere. I have hemorrhoids. Okay, I was just assuming that all of these would be empty until we, like, found whatever it was, and then it would, like, unlock, but apparently all of these we could just click on if we wanted to. I think there would probably be, like, an overload of info, so we'll just click it as it comes up, but I figured it was worth looking at this page, because it'll probably come up in a second, but it seems like there's some sort of dichotomy between hellhounds and werewolves. Dating your siblings reminds me of Percy Jackson, where it's explained that gods don't actually have DNA, so technically demigods are in no way related, so demigods dating is completely fine. Yeah, that's a whole thing. And I think it makes sense because realistically, you can't just... How do I explain this? It just makes sense with a cast that big to have, like, you know, romance and different stuff. It would be kind of ridiculous in my mind to have such a large and interconnected cast with different, like, levels of relationships and stuff all be siblings or all be, like, familially related. It could have been, like, a different route, but I feel like it would have completely ended up with, like, a different story and dynamic between the characters if that was the route that Rick decided to take. Like, it would be a story about, like, family ties, and I mean, it is a story about family ties, to be fair. It's very much that. But, like, the dynamic between, like, the main characters, the demigods, would be a totally different vibe, you know? Because right now, it feels like a lot of them are maybe friends, maybe acquaintances, maybe even just strangers who happen to go to the same summer camp. But if they were all, like, treating each other as family, it would have almost, like, a culty vibe, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it makes sense, but I still find it funny how it's offhandedly explained in the 3rd or 4th book. No, it is funny. It's just, I understand why he did it, but it is still funny. It's like, you have to come up with some reason. Yeah. I don't know what else I would have done, but it makes sense as well, because, like, they're gods. And also, sorry, I know it's gross, all the gods in Greek mythology were dating each other anyway. But obviously Rick didn't want to make it gross, so. Oh. But yeah. Yeah. But, anyways. Let's see. There's no reason to hide that. Francesca smiles and looks around. Her tone is playful, as it most often is. This office suits you much better than the old one. A bit empty, though. I think it'll need some decorations. I would have brought something if I'd known you were moving. Didn't he literally ask her a question, and then she didn't answer? She just didn't answer his question. She's like, anyways. Girl boss. Francesca. Francesca! We all love you, Francesca! There's no making her talk about something she doesn't want to say. Giving up, he plays along. I would have told you about it, but I only heard about the promotion last evening. Ooh, that's fast. Fast turnaround. When Advic decides on something, you might be faced with sudden changes without any warning. This was such a case. Chief Superintendent of the Supernatural Crime Division in North Haven. You're an inspector now? Your boss sure is a spontaneous guy, but congrats on getting promoted. If you're happy about it. Otherwise, my condolences. She really said, what do you know the meme I'm thinking of where it's like, I'm not reading all of that. Sorry for you or glad that happened. Or like happy for you or sorry that happened. Have you seen that? She said, well, whatever you say, boo. Is he happy? For a moment, Orion pauses to consider his answer. I hope I will do it justice. Oh, he's not happy, bro. Of course he will. You're an excellent officer, Orion. One of very, very few. ACAB. Believe me, the city is lucky to have you. Francesca turns quiet. She suddenly seems a bit... Whoa, I can't read. She suddenly seems a bit downcast, which is unusual, and the hesitation on her face makes Orion uncomfortable. She doesn't like seeing... I can't read. She doesn't like being seen as anything other than her confident self. Is everything all right? You know that I'm always here to help you. Now she has to chuckle. Orion has helped her only once so far, and it had been a giant mess of her being accused of a crime she didn't admit. Oh my god, she didn't commit! What is happening to me? I was reading perfectly fine, and now it's like the words are like going through my brain. Like, going into my eyes and out the back of my head. Holy shit. It's a visual novel. It's a novel. I have to be able to read to play the game. I spilled water on myself. Okay. A crime she didn't commit. So he helped her out on a case where she was framed. She'd taken a liking to him for believing that she was innocent. Their meetings since then have been irregular, but when she does come by, Orion is happy to make time. Francesca is the only one he can confide in. If she is indeed in need of his help, he'll do whatever is necessary. There is no need to worry about getting involved in something he can't do. If she is here to ask him, then it is within the realm of his means and morals. They have chemistry, bro! I get it. You're allowed to be friends. You're allowed to be like, oh, you know, she seems nice. I want to help her. But to be like, girl, I would do anything for you. I would move heaven and earth for you. I'm like, bro? Brother? But that's not what she's here for. I probably won't come to visit you anymore. We'll have to stay in contact another way. Orion tenses up. Is someone after you? If anyone catches wind of her identity, that she isn't the werewolf she portrays herself as, but rather a hellhound, then she is in danger. It has been a while since hellhounds completely vanished, hiding her away where no one could find them. Oh, yeah, hiding away. Okay, that's what I was saying. They were, like, in a secret society. Not everyone cares about finding one in the first place, but those that do are dangerous. So because they were being exploited, they were just like, nah, we're out of here. That's so valid, honestly. If there is someone after her already... Oh no, I'm safe. She playfully waves a hand and he calms down, though he glares briefly at her. She grins, amused to have gotten a reaction out of him. But if it isn't that, then... Is this related to your husband? Your mate? Yes. She touches her belly. Orion stops himself from rushing over. I'm pregnant. Congratulations. Thank you. Her voice is warm and filled with love. Orion has never met her husband, but he has seen him from afar, a normal human. The relationship isn't going to be easy, but Francesca always wanted a mate and a child. Her wish is finally being fulfilled. So yes, I will be focused on taking care of him. Makes things a bit more complicated. Him? You already know the gender? She didn't mention being pregnant the last time they met, which wasn't that long ago, and her stomach is still flat. She can't be too far along. Not officially, but I have a hunch. Francesca's instincts aren't to be underestimated, so Orion is tempted to believe her. A son. I already thought of a name. Do you want to hear it? Her excitement is infectious. Orion feels himself smile. I'd love to. Ooh. Dantalion. Dantalion? Dantalion? Lion feels weird, right? It must be Dantalion? Or Dante. That one's a bit snappier, don't you think? Dantalion? I'm trying to figure it out still. I'm gonna need a pronunciation guide on that one. It's a good name. Did you come up with it together with your husband? He left the full decision to me. We want our boy to have a name that suits a hellhound, and my husband hardly has any idea what those would be. It'll be the only connection he will have to my side of the family for a long while. Her voice drops again. She sighs, visibly affected by the ups and downs of her own emotions. Orion's eyebrows scrunch together. Although hellhounds and werewolves aren't the same species, they do share various canine characteristics. One of them is their pack, which is of great importance to both. Do you not intend to introduce him to your pack? Is there a reason to hide him? Because he's half human? Hellhounds don't care about that. Francesca closes her eyes and inhales deeply, steadying herself. We will stay here, with the humans. My son will grow up as one. No going back to my home. At least not anytime soon. Orion goes through what he knows about hellhounds. It's not a lot, either unconfirmed rumors he's heard from other supernaturals, or tidbits from Francesca. As far as he knows, young hellhounds are still too weak, and worse, too unstable, to protect themselves. That makes them easy targets for people who want to catch a hellhound. They'd never be safe out in the open. It'd be more secure for Francesca to take her child and husband into hiding, join her family in that place no one knows. A place where a young hellhound can be raised without worry. That sounds like a great risk to take. Will he be safe here? Well, Francesca brushes a hand through her hair. There's only one way or the other. Either we join my family until our son is grown, or we stay here. My husband won't be happy in my home. It's too different. So I decided we would stay here. A hellhound's mate and child are always equal. Francesca would never make a decision that favored one over the other. And the child? It's not as dangerous as you think, as long as we do it the right way from the start. We will be a human family. My son will be raised as a human, his father will be one, and I will be one too. Orion sniffs the air again. She still smells human. That is likely part of the plan. He hadn't expected the perfumes to be so effective. We will completely escape the attention of anyone supernatural. As long as we do that, there's nothing to fear. Although it will mean you're giving up a lot of yourself. Hardly a big sacrifice to make for the happiness of my loved ones. So, the plan is to seem as human as possible? Yes. Don't stand out, don't attract attention. Be a normal family of humans who have no idea who is living among them. Among us? Don't meet with any supernaturals. That includes you. Orion chuckles into the silence that's fallen upon them. Don't look so guilty. I understand. If you regularly met up with a vampire, people would get suspicious of how you know each other. One of the most common terms for their kind. So there are other terms too, maybe like vampire. Contrary to popular belief, vampires aren't solitary creatures, as they tend to be tied to a clan. Most of the clans do avoid fraternizing with other non-humans, however, also known as too many names to count. I guess there are a lot of, like, cultural terms for vampires. I like that. I like that they're just like, well, it's all one thing, but they get called different names. Vampire names. What is this? Ooh. Okay, we'll get into that. There's so much info! You will move away as well, I imagine. Not many people have seen me around, but we won't take the risk. I'm also going to do something about my looks, so that even if we do run into someone, I won't be recognized. A shame for my beautiful face, don't you think? Your husband is very lucky to have a wife that is willing to do so much for him and your child. Oh, don't flatter me. You'd do the same if you had a family. That's crazy. If you had a family is crazy. I would. But it doesn't matter anymore. He'd accepted that he would never have a family when he allowed himself to be changed. So I guess the daughter that we're reading about is in the future. So this is all taking place in the past and not everything has happened yet. So somehow, so at this point he's not married. They do have chemistry. I wasn't wrong. I'm not a homewrecker. I was right. He's literally single as a Pringle. Well, it's still a homewrecker because she's married, but he'd accepted it even before that. Don't say that. You're immortal. You're too young to talk as if you'll never find love. I'm hardly young. You are, for a vampire. Believe me, there will be more than enough women who will appreciate your mature charm, even as a vampire. I'm not interested in a relationship right now, let alone with a human. I said the same about humans before I met my husband, and now look at me. Fate will decide for you. Oh, fate will decide for you. Francesca falls silent once more. If you can. Yes? Considering you're technically immortal, you will outlive me easily. If needed. You call me young, but not yourself. You have several centuries ahead of you. I know, I'm just saying that if needed, and if you're not busy with your own family or anything. Could my son come to you for help when he needs it? I'm offended you even think you have to ask. You, your husband, and your son may contact me anytime. Francesca puts a hand on her chest, exhaling slowly. That's a relief. The thought of my boy being alone has been nagging me since I knew I was pregnant. Be honest. There really isn't anyone after you? No one. I'm probably just overthinking, but I still wanted to talk to you about it. It was... She doesn't finish her sentence. A hunch. Neither of them want to think about why she feels so worried when there is no need to be. She's a smart lady. Francesca slips off the table. She brushes off her clothes and smiles at Orion. You're leaving? Yes, it's about time. My husband is waiting with all of our things packed. I'm not sure when or if we will see each other again, but I'll send you letters. They could be traced. I'll get them to you without anyone noticing. That much I can do. You just want to boast about your child, don't you? Maybe. She's like the coworker that just shows you pictures of their baby every 5 seconds. She laughs, more lighthearted now. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Farewell, Orion. Farewell, Francesca. I wish you the best. Thank you. Orion watches her leave. The door falls shut with the sound of finality. For some reason, he has a feeling they will not meet again. Oh, that's so sad. A hunch. A hunch can be wrong. He prays it is. Stay safe. You and your family. The rain starts to come down harder. Orion sighs, turning away from the dreary sight, and gets ready to go home. Oh, God! Oh, no! My little boy. My Dante. Always remember, I love you. But that's why you can't run free. You have to hold back. You have to keep control. Keep calm. Keep quiet. Don't let go. Don't lose yourself. Don't burn. Don't burn. Don't burn. Don't die, my child. Oh. I remember I literally saved the posts about the backgrounds from this game for reference for later because they're so well designed. I can never structure a room in a drawing. It's so hard for me. Okay, what's Dante's voice? Damn it. Oh! Oh! Okay, he's wearing boxers. He's wearing, like, briefs or something. Oh! I'm sorry, Twitch. I'm sorry, Twitch. I have to 3D model a room, and then it still sucks. Same. Inside the empty room, there's no alarm clock to tell the time or wake him up. Despite that, curled up underneath the sheets, he's pulling it out! Dante opens his eyes just in time to get ready for work. Let's speed through this so he gets dressed! A half-human, half-hellhound who works in the supernatural crime division. Having struck a deal with his boss and his late mother's friend Orion, Dante is unable to resign for the moment. To protect his real identity, Dante pretends to be a werewolf. The only one who knows the truth is Orion. The air is cool. It's comfortable as long as he stays under the sheets. But when it hits his skin, goosebumps form. This is so... this is like... I think this game is like 16 plus, 17 plus. Be aware. It'd be more comfortable to sleep in his other form. It'd be more comfortable to ever be in it at all. But he's not going to risk it. The world won't allow him a slip-up. Hellhounds are easily mistaken for werewolves as long as they remain in human form. But the moment he lets his animalistic features out, the differences would be far too obvious. Dante prefers not to out himself by accident. He's been sleeping like this since childhood anyway. Sitting up, Dante stretches, easing some of the tension that crept into his muscles when he slept. One of those dreams again. I didn't need to start my night like that. Oh, so he's like having a dream of the past? Or like, did he just dream what we just saw? Or was it an unrelated dream? Sluggishly, he dragged himself out of bed. Whatever. It's not a dream he's unfamiliar with, but there hasn't been a single time when he enjoyed waking up to the voice of his mother. Oh, the voice of like don't burn, don't die. But in the end, a dream is only a dream. When the lights in the room turn on, it quickly fades. Dante rubs his eyes, blindly stumbling towards the bathroom for a shower. Getting ready for a job at night is no different from getting ready for a job during the day. Wash up, change clothes, eat breakfast, or not. If you ask Dante, it's a waste of time. Wait, does he not need to eat? Oh, the shirt? Hold on, what is the, is it H? There we go. I was trying to remember what the hotkey was in Renpai to hide the text box. Ooh, he blinks? He's so pretty. What the hell? Also, I love the, like, faint texture. I don't know if you can see it on stream, but there's, like, a little bit of, like, a grainy, like, staticky texture to the art. It's really nice. This is beautiful. I can see it. Heck yeah. Yeah, I love the art style of this. I literally have been like saving posts from the promotion of this game for months at this point because I am obsessed with how the sprites are drawn. I'm obsessed with how the backgrounds are drawn, like the UI. Like I've been like saving stuff about this to reference in my own work because it's gorgeous. Should have everything. There's little Dante has in his room, and even less that he cares to bring to work. He's ready in no time. Yeah, his room is pretty bare. He's got, like, no posters, no, like, furniture besides the, like, super necessary. He's so emo. Hair still damp, he walks towards the door, but stops midway. Ooh, there's footsteps, 2 pairs. Open the door or wait. Even these UI boxes, like these text boxes for the choices are like beautiful. Okay. There's footsteps. I mean, it could be anyone. He doesn't seem like the type to have friends who would drop in at his apartment. Maybe wait? He sighs, leaning against the wall right next to the door with closed eyes. The lighter pair of footsteps approaches quickly, stopping right in front of the flat. Flat? Is this British? Is he British? Knock, knock, knock. Only after hearing the knocks does Dante open the door. He doesn't understand why Alice insists on having him wait, but it seems to make her happy. Oh, so that was the right decision. So this seems to be the Alice that's Orion's daughter, yes. Orion's human daughter. Though she's not a supernatural herself, Alice is aware of their existence and her father's identity. She doesn't understand why her parents are trying to keep her from learning more about non-humans. Besides her parents, Alice's favorite person in the world is Dante. She's determined to adopt him into her family and, despite his sometimes rough behavior, she's convinced that Dante loves her as much as she loves him. Aww. I feel like, I don't know how this relationship is gonna play out, but it feels like they could be like siblings, essentially. Like cousins or siblings type relationship. Dante, good evening. Oh, she's so little! I thought she was gonna be like a girl, like a young woman. But she's a girl, like a little girl. She's so cute. Oh my god. She has no sense of danger. Half his size, she still manages to hop high enough to hang off of him. Under any other circumstances, Dante's reaction to having someone jump at him would be to throw them somewhere else, but that's not an option at the moment. Alice. The girl ignores his scolding tone, clinging to Dante even tighter. Awkwardly stabilizing her in his arms, Dante decides to glare at the second person approaching. It's easier than glaring at the kid. Alice's father sees no reason to hurry over. He just tips his head in greeting, perfectly relaxed about letting his little girl cling to a supernatural. Ooh, he's even more like grizzled and daddy than before. What the heck? Good evening. Instinct makes Dante want to return the greeting in kind. Out of spite, he doesn't. Dante is so determined to be an asshole. What the hell? I love him. What are you doing here? And more importantly, what is she doing here? Alice allows herself to be put down. Even though there's a soft growl accompanying Dante's words, she looks mostly unimpressed. It's like when a Pomeranian like growls at you, you're like, "Aw, you're so cute, puppy." You think you're so intimidating. It's gorgeous, we get it, you want to kiss the man. Kiri, that is a girl? Well, she is a girl, but I meant like a girl, like... You know what I mean? I'm not stupid, guys. I mean, I am stupid, but I'm not stupid. I'm not allowed to come? This is no place for a child, he wants to say. This corner of the city is dangerous. You know that. Besides, it's not good for a child to spend so much time with non-humans. But what comes out of Dante's mouth instead is... You are. Cursed be those big innocent puppy eyes. Ah, she's so cute. Are you mad I'm here? It's hard for Dante to be. You don't get mad at pups, not really. Even if they're not an actual pup. Oh, the freaking doggy instincts are gonna kill me. This guy's too cute. He's such a tsundere. No. So there's no problem. Still doesn't explain why you're here. With a chuckle, Alice's father joins the conversation. I just picked her up from her friend's place. She doesn't want to go home before she says hello to everyone at the station. You being the most important. Aww. Orion's face is soft when he looks at Alice. Dante doesn't know the Orion from before Alice was born, but he knows enough about vampires to know what she is. A literal miracle. A vampire and a human shouldn't be able to have a child, and yet here she is. That she is Orion's biological child is a carefully kept secret. Despite all the obstacles in their way, they're a happy family. And, for reasons Dante doesn't get, Alice keeps trying to pull him into it. I really, really wanted to see you. You never come by, so if I don't go to you, we never meet. Which would be preferable. Again, is this a British game? Hold on. Because isn't preferable spelled with 2 R's? This would be preferable, right? Which would be preferable? Am I reading too far into it? I don't agree with her visiting the office either, but you know that it's impossible to stop her from doing what she wants. Heh. Orion's words aren't quite the truth. He'd never let Alice near anything that could cause her harm. It's because he's confident that the station is a safe place that he lets her visit for a couple of minutes. I'm not scared at all because everyone is nice. Nice? He can't agree with that. Raoul aside, most of Dante's coworkers are ready and happy to start a fight the moment they're challenged. As funny as Dante thinks it is to have an entire division full of questionable personalities, he wouldn't call them nice. Everyone just acts friendly around Alice because she's a little pup. Himself included. Besides, you and Dad protect me anyways, right? Oh? I'll always protect you. Oh shit. He's really pulling the yikes face. This is like the yikes emoji. Why was that auto-modded? Wait, what got auto-modded? Oh, looks like a girl got auto-modded. Looks like a girl, talks like a girl, smells like a girl. Guys, I know what a girl is. Dante? Alice reaches out to grab Dante's hand. He recoils, though his resistance melts away the moment he sees Alice's expression drop. We would. Alice's expression wavers for a moment, but she catches herself quickly. I knew it! Behind Alice, Orion watches them, too amused to intervene. I hate that smile. Are we leaving now, or are we going to stand around and talk forever? Orion's eyes shift away from Dante's. He touches Alice's shoulder, and the girl hums in a questioning tone. Alice, would you let us speak alone for a moment? Okay. She takes a step past Dante, but stops to look up at him. Only when Dante waves his hand at her does she rush onward, vanishing around the corner to explore the bedroom. Oh. Your room is so boring. There's nothing here. Literally. One day I'll make you decorate it. I'll get you a new lamp and curtains and then a bookshelf. Her voice trails off. Dante listens to the sounds for another moment. Steps towards the window, then the squeak of it being opened. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure. Oh. Knowing that she's successfully distracted and not eavesdropping, Dante and Orion turn towards each other. So, what do you want? Don't think I believe your shitty excuse. That's not why you're here. I am picking her up, and she did want to come here. I didn't lie. But I'll admit it's good to see you in advance. There's a new case. And there's one every day. What, are you here because you didn't think I'd be on time? Too bad, I'm awake. It's a task I can only hand to you and Raul. If he's saying that, he knows Dante won't want the case. He's trying to get all the fuss out of the way without Raul around. Just because Raul loves to rile Dante up whenever he tries to evade work. Sounds like it's gonna be a massive bother. I'm not doing it. It's a job! You have a job! Do your job! You have no other choice. Do your job, bitch. I do, you just heard it. I'm not taking... We have a deal, Dante. A damn deal. It's why Dante's a police officer in the first place. There's no way he'd ever work as one otherwise. Just a couple more months, then I can finally leave. I can still say no, demand more money. Wait. I guess we have to stay in character. This is not a fine option. You have to be an asshole about it. Oh god. Let's see. I can still say no. Said we have a deal. I can still say no. We have a deal. Pay me more. What? I feel like both of these options are really bad. Money. I do tend to lean towards capitalism in games. Let's go for capitalism. Demand more money. Dante doesn't want to say yes immediately just because he's such a little shit. Fine. Then I want a raise. What for? You never buy anything. Your room is as empty as on the day you moved in. Clock that shit. He's right, but Dante might still need the money. For later. I'm assuming it's supposed to be like, oh, you know, in case he has to leave, he has to move, whatever, like he might need the money. But it's just giving like, yeah, but I might need the money for reasons, for things. I don't know. Not just because I want it. You never know. I might need it for something. I'm definitely not just saying this because I'm an asshole. You blackmail me and I can't even get paid for doing my job. A deal is not blackmail. And if you do want your paycheck, you take whatever case I give you. But I'll think about the raise. A raise they both know might be completely useless if Dante does as he's planned and leaves as soon as the deal is over. Oh, I guess he wouldn't need, like... I was gonna say human money. It's not human money, but, like, society money if he goes to the Hellhounds, maybe? Because that seems to be what's implied here. Like, as soon as the deal is over, he leaves, but he leaves to go where? To the Hellhounds? Your answer? I can't stand you, old man. Orion crosses his arms in satisfaction. He ends the conversation in a soft tone. I really do need you on this case. Dante audibly exhales, refusing to look at Orion any longer. Instead, he turns back towards the interior of his flat. Oh! Okay! Stylish! Hold on! Oh my god! He looks so good. He's got that, mental hospital chic. The jacket with 1,000,000 belts. Okay. Okay. Grabbing his jacket, he calls for Alice. Alice, we're leaving. Coming! When the little girl rushes over, Dante stretches his hand out to her. She takes it, beaming. Don't smirk. Not smirking. I'll let go if you don't stop. I'm stopping. See, I'm completely serious. Right. Dante locks the door behind him. There's nothing inside to steal, but Orion's the one paying for it, so Dante doesn't want to risk any damage. He owes the man enough already. Interesting. The sun went down a while ago, leaving behind the darkness that Orion, as a vampire, can freely move in. Oh, I guess that's why he works the night shift. Ever since Dante started working at the station, nighttime has become his new normal as well. It's an odd feeling. SCD, the Supernatural Crime Division. A secret police division focused on investigating and preventing supernatural crime, led by a wizard called Advic. To the public eye, they appear as a special crimes division. Okay, so supernaturals aren't like a publicly known thing? I guess I just assumed because there was all this talk about like, oh, werewolves are more accepted than hellhounds. I guess that's within supernatural society, but not necessarily to humans. Like, I guess most humans don't know. He's always been more comfortable wandering around in the dark, but having a regular job is completely different from sleeping and waking up whenever he pleases. That said, Alice is a human child, and the yawns slip out of her even if she tries to stifle them. Aww. Not wanting anyone to suggest for her to go home without visiting the station, she quickly speaks up. Dante, are you free this weekend? Sunday? Why? I'm going to bake cookies with Mom, and it is British! It's literally British! We already saw the disaster that was my, my Alice voice. Well, this is also Alice, but I meant from, God, what's the name of that game? The Alice in Wonderland game that we played. Can't think of the name of it. But, yeah, I did a little British girl voice for Alice in that, and it was a disaster. I'm not doing a British voice for everyone in this game. But now I know it's British. I'm going to bake cookies with Mom, and she said if you want some, you can come over. She's literally so cute. I love the colors, right? It's so gorgeous. Everything about this game is, like, so beautiful and, like, vibrant and colorful. I'm obsessed. In the afternoon, though, so Dad will be inside his room. Dante doesn't have to look down at Alice to know that she's fidgeting. Not scared of hugging me, not scared of holding my hand, but scared to hear a rejection. Aww, well, obviously we're not going to reject her. Give me a sample, I wasn't there. Oh, of the British voice. It's quite terrible, actually. The more I do it, the more people say that I just sound Australian. It's quite awful, really. I was intending to make a short of just how bad it was, because there was a moment where I was like, oh, this is so bad. Alice is probably quite miffed at me right now, actually. She's probably like, I do not sound like that. It's really bad. I used to have quite a good British accent as a child, and I got out of practice, and it sounds awful now, but I love doing accents, so I really would like to, I don't know, do some research or something on how to do a better one, because this is like in and out, it's not very good. It slips quite a bit. I used to have like a perfect, like I would model it after Hermione Granger in the first movie. That was like my go-to of like what I wanted it to sound like, so it was very posh sounding. And then over the years it has transferred from posh like RP into Cockney and now into what people say sounds Australian. So it's no good. No good at all. So this is why I would like to spare you from hearing this for the rest of the playthrough. Yeah. So no. But it's definitely British, or at the very least she's British. I think they're all British. Here, given. I'll drop by. I'm not going to promise when though. Really? If I say I'll come, I will. Thank you! You'll love the cookies, and you can eat dinner with us too. We'll get a lot of meat for you. If I feel like it. Do you think you'll be there for lunch? Mom will want to know. Depends on when I get up. When will you get up? Whenever I wake up. That's real. That's real. Better than me, at least. I'm sure yours is pretty good. I don't know. Mine used to be a lot better. But it's not good. Why do you not have an alarm clock? He indulges her curiosity before he can think to point out that he doesn't have anything in his flat. Can't stand the ticking. How about a digital one? Waste of electricity. I don't need one. I can sleep whenever. You do have a job. And have I ever overslept? On purpose, yes. Diva. Literal diva. Mine is not good. I mean, honestly, I feel like accents, either you know how to do them or you don't. I don't know how to, like, learn an accent. Like, I would love to be able to do, like a Scottish accent, or, like, I'm Hispanic and I can't do, like, the Spanish speaker accent at all. I just don't know how. So, I don't know, like, I just came preloaded with a British accent as a child, and then it deteriorated. I can also do, let me find it. I can also do, like, a southern accent pretty good. That one can kind of slip a little bit. I feel like this one also used to be better. This one also used to be more convincing. But that's another one I've got. I've got the British, and I got this one. Darn tootin'. But yeah. I feel like both of those need work. They used to be a lot stronger. Probably just because I was doing them more often. Yeah, so he slept in on purpose. See, I don't need a clock to be on time when I want to be. So you just go to sleep and wake up when you want? Yeah. I wish I could do that. You can if you practice. See, it's practice with an S. Maybe. He's not actually sure humans can do that. I mean, you can, like, kind of train yourself to wake up at a certain time every day. Like, not like, oh, I want to wake up at 5 today. Oh, I want to wake up at 8 today. Like, it's not like that, but, like, at least for me, like, I've kind of trained my body to always wake up at 8. So, like, even if my alarm doesn't go off or something, I'll usually wake up around, like, 7:38. So, you can, like, program yourself into habits. Pronunciation and terms will probably get you a long way. Yeah, like in terms of the accent? Yeah, a lot of it is just, because even if you kind of have an accent down, if you use the wrong slang, it's like a sore thumb. So that's true. So you really have no clock at all? I do have one in a drawer if I need it. Wrapped up in several layers of fabric to muffle that annoying ticking. Drives him insane. Why didn't you buy it if you weren't gonna use it? Literally. I didn't. Your father did. The only thing Dante bought for the room were a number of pillows. Dad, why didn't you buy one for Dante if he wasn't gonna use it? A long time ago, Orion still hoped that he could convert Dante to a normal lifestyle. He'd given that up quickly enough. Well, you never know when it might be useful. Which is never. Another beautiful background. At this point, the police station comes into view. We're here. I'll quickly give Dante and Raoul their briefing for the night, and afterwards we go home. Alright? Alright. And as usual, no leaving the room, no bothering anyone who looks tired, no touching anything. No talking to Raoul unless he's holding his coffee and I see him take at least a sip. Heh. Did Dante tell you to do that? No, Raoul did. Certainly something that Raoul would say. Well, I'm sure he's already had enough time to make his coffee. We're a bit later than usual. Not my fault. My fault? Your stubby legs need time to grow. Aw. But you're not saying it's not my fault, huh? She's literally so adorable. I hadn't noticed the, like, pink inside to Orion's coat. Okay, diva. Sissy that walk. As soon as Orion opens the door, why am I just, like, inserting words? He smiles. He's so sassy, literally. Ah, there's Raoul. As a human child, Alice has little understanding of how quickly some supernaturals can locate people inside a room. But locating Raoul is easy, even for her. He's in the little corner where the coffee maker is, just like at the start of every shift. Predictable ass. Oh, the titties? Alice runs up to him as he takes a sip from the mug. Raoul, hello! Did you refuel? Is the conversation function working, or do I need to wait? Raul pats her head, a bit of fondness creeping into his eyes. I thought his hair was darker. Maybe it's just in the CG. The titties are crazy, actually. It got auto-modded, but I said it first. Sissy that walk. This is also funny because, should I say this? Raul is kind of my dad's name, so if I act a little weird, that's why. But I'm gonna try and pretend that's not the case. Also, does he have a hearing aid? That's pretty cool. My dad's name is also spelled differently, but yeah. It's enough. Good evening to you as well. He then turns towards Orion. Good evening, sir. And to Dante. Hello. What, no good evening for me? No, I don't want you to have one. I love that everyone in this game is an asshole. Do you want to see how quickly I can ruin your evening? Do the both of you want to have a bad night? I already told Dante, but I have a task for you. Raul takes a big gulp from his mug. Evening ruined. Thank you very much, sir. I love the, like, rim lighting. I don't know if I had mentioned. The rim lighting is, like, beautiful. It's also, like, a different color on every character. It's just so pretty. It's like everything's neon. Alice watches the adults with worry. Kiri, look how— don't say that. Actually, though, please don't say that. I do, sometimes have psychotic, symptoms. I would prefer if we didn't joke about stuff like that. That's okay, though. We didn't know that. Is there a big problem, Dad? It's just work as usual. Go and say hello to the others. I won't be long. Fine. Raul sighs, leading the way to his desk. He takes the chair, side-eyeing Dante as he sits next to a neat stack of paperwork. Don't sit on my desk. Would you rather I lie down on it? Raul looks like he's about to throw something, but holds himself back. The rivals to lovers potential is here. It is genuinely here. Their color schemes do go well together, I can't lie. Oh! Oh! If you like the table that much, should we get a leash for that collar of yours and chain you to it? Damn! I mean, this is what I would say. I'm all up for games, but maybe not in public. I don't know about you, but I don't need observers. Doesn't turn me on. This is crazy. He watches Raul process the last bit of conversation, the words seeping much too slowly into his caffeine-deprived brain. Sir, permission to stab him? Denied. Shame. A castration might have calmed him down. That's fucking crazy. You started it. And with a child in the room, even. Raul closes his eyes. If he has some sort of mantra to keep calm, now is when he's using it. I'm crying. He turns to Orion, ignoring Dante completely. If there's a case, it might have been better to not bring Alice along. She looks worried. Orion joins them at the desk. I wish she was worried. Because of me and Dante, she has far too little fear of supernaturals. Wait, so I hadn't even considered this. I assumed he was human from the art. Like, when I saw his, sprites in, like, about the game, I assumed he was human. Is he not human? Here, Raul. Okay, yeah, one of the few— okay, I'm not wrong. Dante's partner officer and one of the few humans in the SCD, thanks to his family's connections and knowledge, Raul got glimpses into the world of supernaturals very early, and his fascination with it has only grown, ultimately resulting in him joining the SCD. So he is human. Are these both, hearing aids? Does he have them on both sides? Or maybe this is something else. Maybe just earbuds? I don't know what this is. I guess it's positive that she accepted having a vampire father this quickly. If you two want to talk about childcare, do it while I'm not around. Whoa. Give us the terribly important briefing already. Terribly important. This is so British! It is rare for you to give us the briefing directly, sir. Did something happen today? Last night, actually. You two were gone already, and I was doing a final round of patrols before heading home. Orion leaves for a moment, then returns, a folder in hand. He taps on it as he talks. It was mostly quiet. I ran into a fight in front of Mirage. Nothing unusual at first glance. What is that, like a club? Yes, a popular club for supernaturals in North Haven, owned by the werewolf Alfred Chadwick. That's like the most British rich man name. White British rich man name. Humans in the know are also allowed inside. But one of the men was unusually aggressive. It was almost impossible to get them off each other. Just when I was about to resort to harsher methods, one of them... Orion stops. The way he's hesitating is unusual. He usually knows what to say. He changed. Mutated, you could call it. Did you arrest him? He died. What, it escalated that far? Did you accidentally break his neck? No, he died on the spot. From 1 second to the next, he simply fell over and stopped moving. Raoul inhales deeply. Dante has heard him curse often enough, but this time the man only glances in Alice's direction. His hands move, forming a curse in sign language. Yeah, he's literally- oh my god, I was right! Luigi house, but it mansion. Luigi house, but it mansion. Luigi house, but it mansion. That is what this sounds like, oh my god. I can't remember how the rest of it goes, but I need to go listen to that again now. Luigi house, but it mansion, it mansion. It's... I'm not gonna be able to unhear it. But hell yeah. Oh, I love him. So does Orion. Don't curse in front of her, not even in signs. I'm not. You literally did. Raoul quietly puts his hands away. I give Kiri new stims, literally. Were you the one that shared that with me? I know I've seen that before. Were you the one that posted that? Maybe in the Discord or something? I'm upset. I had forgotten about that, but now that's gonna be stuck in my head. I did? Oh my god. Did you get hurt? Doesn't smell like blood. Be quiet, Dante. I didn't ask you. Is shut up a bad word? Shut up isn't a bad word. Come on. As Dante already confirmed, no. Nothing that didn't heal immediately. The problem is that we have never seen anything like that happen before. His body was in an abnormal state. Pathology? On it, but no updates yet. He didn't tell us what it looks like. We are going to investigate this. Why exactly? Do we think there's more mutants around? We do. I heard mutters of people saying this wasn't the first time they saw that happening to someone. There has to be a cause. So what are we looking for in people? Visually, I mean. Even a smell if you have one. I'd love to tell you, but it's hard to explain. There was no unusual smell to speak of, and the other changes were... You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. Well, that's unhelpful. Great. Nothing has happened since yesterday, but anything that might catch the attention of humans has to be solved as soon as possible. There's not just one, but several government institutions related to keeping humans oblivious to the existence of supernaturals. A rampaging mutant would make that considerably harder. That is to say, if they don't solve this case as quickly as possible, it might put human eyes on their backs, and then... No way in hell I'm going to deal with Abraxas running around here. Ooh. Captain of the SSF's North Haven branch, the lone vampire on his team. His agents respect him as a leader, but his loyalty to the SSF... Oh my god, his loyalty to the SSF has made him unpopular with the local supernaturals. Okay, what is the SSF? Rumor has it that Abraxas once lived as an aristocrat, and he still owns a mansion somewhere at the outskirts of North Haven. He has declined to comment. Okay, SSF. Which is different from SCD. The Supernatural Secrecy Force is a privately owned counterterrorism and intelligence agency, secretly operating under political and financial support for multiple governments and private individuals. Their key priority is to shield the existence of the supernatural world from humans. The SSF has offices all around the world, but they hold more power in some places than others. Most SSF agents are supernaturals, but the higher-ups are almost exclusively human. That's weird. Though the SSF claim to care for the best interests of humans and non-humans alike, their regulations often put supernaturals at a disadvantage. The supernaturals who have decided to sign up to work for the SSF are, at best, distrusted by their supernaturals. At worst, that happens at least once a stream, oh my god. At worst, they are completely ostracized. Interesting. Come on, shut up is fine. Literally, shut up is not a bad word. Counterterrorism? Let's see. Like kitchen islands? What? What? You just sent 2 messages in chat and I don't know what either of them means. Hold on. It doesn't seem to be like counterterrorism. It seems to be like just, you know, like Men in Black, you know? Where they're like hiding everything. Okay. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I have to change how I'm sitting again. Again. So... okay. So take care of it before he catches wind of the issue. I need you two to check all the clubs around Mirage. Talk to anyone suspicious. Watch anyone who stands up. You know your work. Orion places the folder on the table. Raul immediately pulls it over to himself and skims its contents, but it's so thin that he's done in no time. So why do we have to take this shitty case? Reason number 1, you might have to talk to humans. And Raul is one of the few people in the night shift who passes as a decent police officer. Are you trying to say I don't look reliable in human eyes? Well, yes, you look like... You look like you would just be at the club, bro. Like, you don't look like a police officer. You look like you're just a patron of the club. It sounds like a sports drink. What, BTMO? Burn the midnight oil. Admittedly, Dante looks more like a thug than an officer. Raul is very helpful when it comes to convincing humans that his badge isn't fake. I'll take care of it as usual, sir. Don't worry. Number 2, I want you to keep an ear out for any new substances on the street in case that's related. Zeno might know something, and you are the only one he'll speak to, Dante. Oh? A self-taught wizard who designs drugs for the North Haven cartel. His formulas are responsible for the cartel's sudden increase in popularity, as they have greatly reduced the number of side effects of supernatural drugs. Interesting. So it's not just like, oh, make a drug that gets you super high, it's make a drug that's like technically safer. Zeno is surprisingly well liked by many supernaturals thanks to his work and cheerful personality. However, he is just as disliked by anyone trying to catch him, as Zeno is exceptionally good at escaping people's grasps over and over again. So he's like a mad scientist who'll only talk to Dante about like police stuff. I have a feeling I'm gonna end up dating him. So Raul goes to question people and I hunt down Zeno. You're not getting out of all the boring tasks, Dante. Raul is your partner, so don't even think about going off on your own. He's there to keep an eye on you. Sometimes I feel like a dog trainer. Don't bite, Dante. Be good, Dante. No barking, Dante. Dante growls at that statement, but it sounds hollow, so even Raul recognizes it as no threat. Zeno isn't as difficult to handle as you pretend, old man. You can tell that to every single officer who has given up on detaining him. He's an overgrown kid. Hard to catch, but he's not dangerous. Maybe that's why you two get along so well. Clock it! I'm not. It's time for dinner. I'll take Alice home and come back later. You can handle everything, Raul? Leave it to me. Thank you. Stop Are we leaving? Messing with me. I don't need Raul to watch over me. I think you do. See you later. Bye-bye. See you again soon. I'm crying. No cursing in front of the kid, right? Growing up with Orion made her weird. You could just say you like her. Aww. He looks like someone who wouldn't take the case seriously. No, literally. So when is the sweaty makeout scene? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Oh god. Raul finishes his coffee and puts the mug on the table. He stands up, smoothing out the creases of his shirt. Do you need to do anything else here? Otherwise, I'd suggest we go. There's a lot to check out. There's nothing more annoying than blindly asking people for information. You won't be asking people. I will. Oh? Oh? Okay. Raul grabs his coat and shrugs it on. His voice is dripping with sarcasm. You'll be there to look scary and ensure that no one tries to mess with the weak human. Humans aren't exactly common in their division for a very simple reason. They're helpless compared to what they're up against. Raul is the only human officer on Orion's team. At first, Dante thought that a human would be a liability, but Raul has proven himself to be a valuable member. It's not just about interacting with other humans. Raul has a completely different view on things than most supernaturals, and while Dante often finds it irritating, it does have its advantages. I know he's good at what he does, but the supernatural department is a completely different beast from the standard human one. I don't get why he takes the risk. One angry supernatural and he's crippled or dead. Why are you staring at me? Ask, don't ask. What are we asking? Like, why he takes the risk, why he works here? I want to know. Why do you do this? That sounds so rude. What, interact with you? Yeah. With supernaturals, working as an officer here. Do you have no self-preservation at all? Not that Dante's one to talk. Are you worried about my health? Forget it. I'm just gonna get you really drunk sometime and ask again. That'll be less bothersome. If you're worried about others attacking me, just make sure they don't. That's a valid point. He still thinks it'd be better if Raul worked in a place with more survivable dangers. Now come, the night is short. You think? Because I'm feeling like it's gonna be a very long night. Are we taking your car? No, I got it parked near the Golden Cat. Let's walk. A pub frequented by supernaturals. Its name is based on the original owner's cat. Both Cersei and Dante frequent the Golden Cat after work. So again, like, some of these locations and scenes might overlap between the demos, but, I mean, so far it's been, like, I was gonna say very different. I haven't played Cersei's route, but it seems to be, like, its completely own thing. Your choice. They walk for a short time before Raul speaks up again. Do you mind if I ask a question? Yes. A question for a question. You meet at the station? You didn't even answer. Then you can ask another question after you answer mine. That is fine. Dante tilts his head to show his agreement. Why is it that Orion treats you like a child? I know he's older, but you and I are around the same age, and he doesn't treat me like that. Why is it that Orion is so worried about you? You're more than able to take care of yourself, but he's treating you like a child who shouldn't run around on his own. We just reestablished that officers aren't allowed to work alone. Not that it stops Dante from trying sometimes. Of course not, but with how much he stresses that I have to keep an eye on you, wouldn't it be better if I wasn't a human? I can't stop you even if you do start a fight. A werewolf is above my weight class. Raul being a human is actually the point, not that Dante can explain that. Other than Orion, there is no one who knows Dante as anything other than a werewolf. The only reason Orion knows is that Dante's mother told him. But Raul doesn't have a reason to know. It's usually no issue, but in some cases it makes explaining things a bit hard. There are similarities between hellhounds and werewolves that allow one to act as the other, but there are also some huge differences. Raul may hate it, but him being so much weaker than me is exactly why Orion decided to pair us up in the first place. With Raul around, not only do I have to make sure he stays safe, I also can't run wild. I'd risk injuring him. Annoyingly, Raul did hit the nail on the head though. Orion is treating him like a child with no self-control. I think he's overly worried about me because he knew my mother. Feels responsible or something. Did he know you when you were a kid? That is not an easy question to answer for several reasons. No. It's complicated, I see. Raul just nods to himself and stops asking. It's something Dante appreciates. Not that he'd ever say that out loud. My turn. Same as before. Why did you end up working here? And how? The division doesn't take in many humans. I believe Orion was looking to add a human to the division before I even applied. When we had an interview, it sounded like it. It probably also helped that I was able to use my family name. Previous connections with supernaturals do make it easier for you to get hired. There's that too. You're rich and you obviously have connections. So why spend every night on the beat for barely anything? It's not a bad workplace. Everyone is polite and Orion is a good superior. Seriously? You haven't worked another job yet, have you? He hasn't, so it's true that he can't compare Orion to someone else. If he put us on this case, he believes that we are the right people for it. Aren't you the slightest bit proud of that? No. That's a shame. You should be. Why? He's just using me. Raul was partnered with Dante as soon as he joined the force, but they know little about each other. It's hard to ask about someone else when you yourself are unwilling to talk. Not that Dante isn't curious. I've got the chance right now anyway. Where'd you work before joining our division? Another question? I'll owe you one. Other police stations, for humans. And you switched over to supernatural cases on purpose? You don't stop, do you? It bothers me. It makes no sense. I want an answer or it'll annoy me the whole night. It isn't as interesting as you think. I like working with supernaturals. None of you care about who I am, which is a blessing. Let me get this straight. People were sucking up to you before because you're rich with an influential family. And you didn't like that? I don't need you to understand. But try to believe me when I say it's really damn annoying when people think you're doing good work because of your name, and not because you've been working your ass off for it. Raul inhales and strains his collar. It sounds like there are many stories he could tell about his previous job. I prefer to be judged for my own abilities, not those of my parents and siblings. Huh. Alright, that's something I can get. You can? It sounds nice to have people do your bidding without needing to work for it, but if you do work, you should get the recognition, and no one else. Dante shrugs, sliding his hands inside his pockets. Still think you're stupid for putting yourself in danger, though. I guess I can be rather stubborn. But I've survived so far. Yes, because I make sure no one mauls you to death. As we've established before, that's why you're my partner. You're doing a good job. Continue to make sure I don't die. He said we're doing a good job! I'm not your babysitter. Bodyguard might be the more appropriate word. Raul's mouth twitches into a little smile that he's quick to hide. Although I doubt anyone could convince you to wear a suit. Or anything formal at all. Raul's eyes move over Dante. Ayo? Which is a bit of a shame. Ayo? I'll have to reject your job offer. I'm stuck at the station for another while. Certainly stuck for tonight at least. The first place of interest is over there. Let's get this over with. I mean... Sucking. Sucking? When did I say sucking? Oh, sucking up. Their first stop was indeed just the start of a long, long night. Sorry, epilepsy warning? It's not moving too quickly, but let me know if it's too much. Many follow before the end is in sight. I'm gonna choke the next person here who wants to waste our time. As expected or maybe feared, no one knows anything. Not only does it take forever to make them talk, they also end up revealing that they haven't noticed anything other than a couple more bodies than usual. The relationships between the different groups of supernaturals are complicated, meaning that a corpse won't immediately cause others to react. Short-term Kiri, ooh. Yeah, I have no memory or knowledge of anything at any time. They're at the club. At the club, we're all fam. In the club, we all fam. Oh wait. I'm stupid. The relationships between the different groups of supernaturals are complicated, meaning that a corpse won't immediately cause others to react. With how close the place is to the slum, no one has the energy to care for strangers. Oh god. I knew this case would be a hassle. This is the last place. Get it together. Raul steps up to Dante's side. Over the years, he's learned to recognize most of Dante's body language, including the signs of his rising annoyance. Why is my, tongue not doing what I need it to do? Like, my mouth is, not forming the words I'm asking it to form at all. Another thing that Dante would never say out loud is that Raul helps. The way he riles Dante up is completely different. Somehow it doesn't make him want to tear out anyone's throat. but as much as his presence is a comforting one, it can't undo the strain on Dante's nerves. It's tempting to mix in with the crowd. There's alcohol here and loud music, people who want your company for a night, who couldn't care less who you are. Even those with good senses would have trouble locating anyone in here, let alone Raoul. If Dante walks off, he'd be rid of him, and this case within a minute. Yeah, exactly, at the club, we all fam. A break, just for tonight, and tomorrow is another day. And maybe another break. Dante. Raoul grabs Dante's wrist. It's a light hold. How are you always so quick to realize when I feel like leaving? I could shake him off. I don't think it's a good idea. Could, but won't. He'd be easy prey for anyone in here. Raoul stands out. He's human, wearing clothes that don't belong here, and he's handsome. Hey, yo! Without anyone to decide, he might just get swept away. If the wrong person, and there are too many of those, got their hands on him, he'd never be seen again. Dante would be a pretty shitty bodyguard if he let that happen. Not to mention an even shittier policeman, though he cares less about that. I'm not gonna put him in danger. Dante leans back a bit, and Raoul's grip immediately lessens. Yeah, I know what we're here for. Dante turns away from the crowd. Raoul sighs quietly, as exhausted as Dante feels. We'll be out of here sooner if you resist vanishing into the crowd for 2 minutes. You think I'd have left for only 2 minutes? Do you think you could have left for longer, knowing that I'd be wandering around the club alone? No. Because Dante is still somewhat convinced that Raoul is severely underestimating the danger of supernaturals most of the time. Just like Alice. That's what having supernaturals like Orion around you does. Warps your perception. Whatever, where to? Raoul's professionalism returns instantly. He glances around. I'd say the owner, considering he's conveniently wandering around over there. Catching the owner instead of some random staff member is half a miracle. The first one of its kind for the night. Although, Raoul nods toward another corner of the room. That guy might know something too. The little group in the corner isn't hiding. Sorry, big on. There's small plastic bags being passed around. Oh shit. A dealer, huh? We don't have any evidence that the victim was on something, but the chances aren't low. A dealer's the best bet for tracking any paying customers. Then again, the owner of this place would have a wider network. I mean, if we're running under the assumption that it's a drug that's like mutating them and making them aggressive, I mean, it's like a Zootopia, right? The first Zootopia movie where it's like, they're spoilers for a movie that came out years ago. They're like drugging the predators to make them appear more violent. So that seems to be what it is. So I would talk to the dealer and see if he knows anything about like what's going on. I think the dealer might know more. Raoul waves his hand, gesturing for Dante to go first. This guy's so happy back here in the background. It's like, yeah. It's easier to walk through the crowd with Dante in front. It parts neatly, no one wanting to bump into a face as grumpy as his. He's so cute, what the hell? Dealer sounds better to me. Yeah, I think so too. The group's made of one dealer and several customers. They react to someone approaching like a pack of startled squirrels, their heads jerking up as they go quiet. Humans technically aren't allowed inside Mirage, though exceptions are made when they're accompanied by a supernatural. Raoul draws the majority of suspicious stares when he steps forward. Don't have anything for humans. Too strong. The dealer rudely turns away. Oh, it's a girl. She's doing a poor job of pretending she's not on edge. Terribly sorry, not here to buy any. No, everyone stay. We've got questions. Terribly sorry, we don't like questions. You also don't like the police cracking down on your deals, do you? Police don't care about us. Police tolerate you because we have better things to do than run after insignificant dealers. But I'm sure we can make an exception and drag you to the station anyway. The dealer flinches, eyes narrowing, her fingers curl up. If you think you're faster than me, try it. The dealer is a witch. She definitely has tricks up her sleeve, but she needs time to pull them. How about you talk, and no one here gets in any trouble? Doesn't that sound good? The 3 customers who had been slowly inching away freeze when Raoul looks at them. Forced, awkward smiles appear on their faces. It'll be over quick, I promise. Why do we need to stay? Dante takes a step, positioning himself just slightly behind Raoul. It has a funny effect on the others. They all think Dante's a werewolf, so him letting Raoul lead the conversation feels like an acknowledgement of his strength, even if he is only human. A girl? Woof woof a wooga? Sorry, I got that dog in me. You're so real, Zara. That has all of them lowering their heads meekly, though their eyes can't hide their dislike. Because you might know something as well. We are looking for information on people who've suddenly grown agitated and attacked others, then died without warning. Ah, those. Do you know something? Not know, but seen. But that happens when there's a new drug on the market, right? Some people just drop dead, allergic reactions and whatever, because some of the kinks haven't been worked out yet. Maybe the kinks make you a bit weird in this case too. Happens everywhere, all the time. No, not here. Not since Zeno's been taking over the work. Zeno, huh? We'll have to come back to that. So you're sure it's a drug that's causing their behavior? No, but that seems likely, right? Was everyone who acted like that a user? Maybe not all, but most of them? It's hard to tell who's taking it than who's buying it. Wouldn't be the first time someone slipped something. The dealer clears her throat, changing her words. I mean, they could have not known they were taking something. Raoul nods and hones in, focusing only on the dealer. She shifts, clearly hating the attention. If you're saying it's normal for a new drug to cause problems, does that mean you have seen something new going around? Did someone offer you something? Well, no, but you'd think that's what happened, right? So nothing was offered to you, and you haven't seen a fellow dealer carrying anything unusual either? If I see a fellow dealer at work, I'm in the wrong corner of town. We run the same products, and we even have the same damn prices, cartel rules and all that. I didn't see anything. Seen the deaths, yes, but no new pills or powders or whatever. When did the last one come out? 3 months ago? Pretty sure it was 3, yeah. Zeno's work? Who else is? Look, we're not the healthiest people, but anyone would choose a drug that doesn't kill you over the one that does. Zeno's reliable. Yeah, so it can't be anything from Zeno. He's never brought out anything that had side effects this bad. Yeah. Death sure is a potential side effect. Then, have any new sources appeared lately? What? No. Why piss off the cartel? Nobody's going to improve any of Zeno's recipes. And if you try to get something of your own out without running it by the higher-ups first, the dealer moves a finger across her throat. The message is clear enough. You think they're nice enough to give you a quick death? A woman can hope. I see. Last 2 questions before we leave. Raoul glances at Dante, who gives a small nod to confirm that there's nothing else he wants to ask. Have you seen Zeno around? Why would we sell Zeno out to the police? So we can say, I'm a friend of his, or I can force you. I don't know why we wouldn't just say I'm a friend of his. I think that makes sense. We're not after him. I'm a friend. A police friend who doesn't even know? No, that actually makes sense. You totally could be friends because it's Zeno. Zeno is Zeno. Weird guy. Great drugs. Great drugs. Not like you can catch him even if you find him. A wizard that talented doesn't just wander around. I saw him out on the rooftops before I came in. He might still be up there somewhere. Okay. Have you seen anything else that stood out to you? No, nothing else. There's a new witch in town. Really cute. And that museum blew up. Oh yeah, that happened. Oh, the dealer said that? Oh yeah, that happened. The SSF's been snooping around because of it. Okay, we'd already read about the SSF, so we're okay on this. That's noteworthy. Not for the case, but because it sounds like fun gossip. Dante stores the information in the back of his head. I like that one SSF guy, the vamp. You've seen him before? Really? You're into him? I mean, he's got a cool style. The conversation derails quickly. Raoul rubs his forehead. Alright. That's all. Thank you for your time. Yeah, sure. Bye. See you never. The dealer smiles again, but the moment they turn around, Dante can hear her say, Did we even have the option to say no? Raoul stretches his neck to check out if the club owner is still around, but the man must have left some time ago. Yeah, Alfred Chadwick, the werewolf owner of Mirage, a club for supernaturals, while Alfred is the primary owner of the Mirage. The rest of his pack, including his girlfriend Lucy, help him manage things. Though he tries to appear confident, Alfred is very concerned with making sure that neither he nor his business catch the eye of the police or the cartel. First to be called out, as he finds his full name to be uncool. It is uncool. It's extremely uncool. Shrugging his shoulders, he once more moves behind Dante, who is responsible for getting them outside. Okay. You already know what I thought this said, right? Area's bolt hole. I don't know who named it that, but that is not what I thought it said. Back where there's fresh air and people can talk without shouting, they pause. The chances of someone trying to put out a new product, not low, I'd say. There's plenty of willing customers. As long as they could get their product into the whoa, please let me speak. Into the dealer's hands, they wouldn't stand out. A foreign designer could seriously anger the cartel. Including organization of several drug lords, the North Haven cartel caters primarily to supernaturals with very few of their products reaching human hands. Since they started working with Xeno, their products have caused significantly less side effects, earning them a less negative reputation even outside North Haven. There's not much known about the current leader. Might be worth whatever they're trying to do. It's worrying that there are many more victims than we expected. Orion was right to think that something is wrong. Well, we've checked all the clubs and any other places in the area that make sense. But since we haven't encountered anyone unusually aggressive or dead, we can't do anything else for the moment. I'd suggest you see if you can find Xeno. He's not going to reveal himself if I'm with you, so meet me at the Golden Cat when you're done. I won't try for very long. Better than nothing. In the meantime, I'll inform some people to keep an eye out for any unknown dealers. See you later. Raoul doesn't wait for Dante to start complaining, leaving before he can get a single word in. How the fuck am I supposed to find that guy? Dante shoves his hands into his pockets, walking down the street. His best chance of running into Xeno— oh! Thank you for the head pats. His best chance of running into Xeno is doing exactly that. Just walking around waiting for Xeno to show himself. If he's not asleep who knows where, he's working at his lab that's also who knows where. And if he's not working, he's relaxing on some rooftop. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my eyes more open because since I'm looking down at the bottom of the screen to read, it looks like my eyes are closed all the time. As one of the main designers for an astoundingly large circle of cities, Xeno should be a more dangerous guy, but... Here. Even the police aren't after him anymore. There's been so many attempts to capture and keep him, but he always slips out. Not to mention that there'd just be someone worse filling in his position if he's gone. Most of the time, Xeno is friendly. He minds his own business, and he doesn't pick fights. He's not a direct threat to others. Even a child would be safer on him. As long as you can make sure he doesn't feed them anything weird. Just like, here, Alice, have a wheat brownie. Don't do that. Xeno doesn't show up as he walks around. Dante's patience reaches its limits, and he stops. Fuck this, I'm leaving. What? I was just about to stage a dramatic entry! I love you! I already know I love you. I've almost got the timing figured out, and now you've ruined all my work. Xeno, there you are. Ah! Xeno's sitting on top of a roof, but his voice carries as clearly as if he were standing right next to Dante. Fluttershy, that was my forever weed brownie. Exactly. Here I am. You've been looking for me. I have. Come down. Xeno doesn't even consider it. No way. We must stay apart, for I never know when you might turn on me, taking advantage of me letting my guard down to arrest me. Have I ever even tried to arrest you the whole time we've known each other? No. So I'm not gonna start now. Come down. Don't want to. I feel like our current distance is fitting. Something about the distance between our hearts? Are you ever gonna stop talking nonsense? He's got his teeth filed. I love that. Xeno grabs his chest in a dramatic gesture. A cop and a criminal can't be friends. You being down there and I up here is the representation of that. Get it? But we are friends. Still need to talk to you. Yeah, I got it. Let's see. I feel like he wouldn't admit being friends with him to his face, even though he just did to someone else. Still need to talk to you. Ignore that for a minute. I have to talk to you. I understand. That's why we're talking. Face to face. We are from far away. Is there any good reason to talk like this? You're a cop, and I'm a good reason. I think that's a good reason. You're wasting magic just so we can talk. It's worth it to talk to you. Oh? Oh? I want to hit him so bad. But even if Zeno was in front of him, he shouldn't do that. All other reasons aside, Zeno isn't exactly sturdy. He is kind of a twig. It would have to be more of an affectionate pat. What kind of stupid thing do I have to say to lure him down? Even if we have to be apart, we should work on overcoming the obstacles and... Okay, no, enough. Zeno. Yes? Get your ass down here, I'm coming up. Zeno claps his hands together. A small, colorful dust cloud appears, likely remnants of whatever he last worked on. You'd come all the way up just to have a chat with me? We're like Sherlock and Lupin. True freedom lies in breaking the chains of societal expectations. We are two people who can't be together, can't be apart. We don't care what the world thinks. What the fuck are you saying? I need a damn beer. If you make me climb up to you, I'm going to break one of your bones for every second you've wasted. Up on the roof, Zeno cocks his head. You're so serious today. He gets up and steps off the edge without a second thought. Oh! Zeno's body appears from above, hanging upside down, bouncing slightly as he stops right in front of Dante. Hey look, I've been getting the hang of a new trick. It takes some practice and all the blood rushes to your head, but it works. Oh, not the backflip. Without comment, Dante grabs Zeno by the waist and turns him around mid-air. Grabs him by the waist? Not the grabbable waist. Why do you have such a small waist? For other men to grab? Zeno squeaks like a toy but doesn't struggle. There's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. I'm gonna have to write fanfictions about this. I could snap him and... You're not helping! Dante, you're not helping! Fuck! Finding himself the right way up again, the wizard stops hovering and places his feet on the ground. A subspecies of human. Okay, so I was wondering, because they said he was a self-taught wizard, but I was like, does that mean he was just like fully human and then like learned magic? Let's see. A subspecies of humans born with the ability to use their life force as magic. Their substantial life force grants them double, sometimes even triple, the life expectancy of normal humans. They are immune to most human diseases. Although it varies from one wizard to another, no wizard has an unlimited life force. When a wizard has exerted their supply, they must take time to rest and recover, otherwise they may experience magic sickness. Magic sickness is curable in the early stages, but if the wizard continues to ignore the warning sign, they risk never being able to use magic again. In the absolute worst cases, it can even lead to death. That feels like we're gonna have like a bad ending with Zeno, where like he gets sick and loses his magic or something. Throughout history, wizards have formed several societies, ranging from smaller covens to larger communities. That's the other thing I forgot to mention, like, each of the routes has, like, between 3 to 5 endings. So it's not even just, like, oh, there's, like, different endings for different, like, love interests. There's, like, multiple endings for each love interest. So, like, a lot of stuff could happen. The scope on this game is actually insane. What's wrong? Usually you play along for a bit. I'm not falling for the sad puppy facade. He calls everyone a puppy. It's so cute. He's the puppy. Not today. Not twice today when Alice already got me earlier. Exactly. I'm still working. I have to talk to you. No time for games? No time or energy. Zeno circles Dante once and makes a doubtful sound. You look like you have too much energy. You could use some calming down. Oh, I haven't hidden this yet to take a look at him. He has some, like, smoke coming out of his purse, his satchel. He's cool. I like him. I like him a lot. Can you tell? Can you tell I like him? Want something? I've got some stuff with me. Not right now. Alright, but if you change your mind, I've got a personal stash. I'll give you only the best. Not right now is not ever, by the way. That could mean maybe later. Just give me a... Just shout in the street or something. I'll find you. Probably. Sit on the rooftop and howl. You're a werewolf, aren't you? I'm sure you howl very nicely. These two are fucking crazy. We'll remember to call you by howling in the future, but about the thing I'm here for. I'm all ears. Actually, I'm working on a spell that gives you a flying ear. Not an actual ear, I think, but you can make it fly around and you hear what it hears. It's failing so far, but it's gonna be fun. Zeno, concentrate. Concentrating, listening. Do you know anything about a new substance that makes people abnormally aggressive? The majority of drugs in the area, at least for the supernatural, were created by Xeno. Other creators have little space to compete, and those that do are carefully selected and only make specific products. The cartel controls the whole system to its own benefit. Fewer issues, more happy customers. Xeno's expression turns blank. A new drug? Anything you made or were involved in recently? Or any new substance from anyone else? You don't remember. Xeno pulls a hand through his hair, messing it up. It leaves a little trail of blue powder. There is so much stuff I work on and so many recipes. How can you expect me to remember everything? Customer confidentiality or something like that? I don't remember who came to me for what. You're so great at confidentiality that you forget their name before they're even out the door. Exactly, you get me. Do you remember my name? Dante. I'm honored. You're my sworn nemesis. Of course I would remember your name. How many people's names do you know? Like 15? 20? Should have expected this. This guy doesn't remember anything from 5 seconds ago if he doesn't want to. What a way to live your life. It's a nice life. You should try it. Not thinking about stuff that doesn't have to bother you is great. I can use that time and energy for other things. Unlike you right now. Sometimes Xeno's suggestions actually make sense. It's odd because usually nothing about him does. Rather than worry about who I'm working with or what they're doing, I prefer to think about nice things. Like my next meal, for example. We should go out to eat together sometime. Aren't you just blabbing about keeping your distance? We don't have to go. I didn't say no. Hey! Guys! Dante, focus. Brothers, we must stay focused. I'm also just saying. Dante blinks out for a moment. He's so distracted. Thinking about his next meal does sound nice. Stop distracting me. I still have questions. I refuse to focus, me too. And I still have answers. Or not. We'll have to see. You know nothing? I know nothing. Listen, if it's not one of the usual party drugs. It's deadly. Kills people. It's what? From one moment to the next, it's like a switch is flipped. Xeno's tone switches completely. Who fucked that up? They weren't supposed to kill. Dead customers are bad customers, and that gets the police on our backs. Wow, he's pissed. Only people who are alive can buy more. That's just basic business logic. I work my ass off to make sure my stuff doesn't have bad side effects, and here comes some brainless designer messing it all up? Really? They're gonna tarnish my name. Do you even care about your reputation? No, but this is a matter of principle. Which principle? Xeno awkwardly waves his hand. Something. I don't like my work being screwed up, that's all. You're sure it's not someone selectively killing people? I'm not sure about anything. Our only guess so far is that everyone affected is taking the same thing. What a pain. Xeno lifts his hand, biting on the knuckle of his index finger. Our system is working so nicely, I don't want anyone messing with it. Don't bite your finger, are you gonna be in danger? Both of these are such gay options, I can't lie. It's like, don't hurt yourself. For me. Oh, do you need my protection? Like, oh my god. He's literally obsessed. He's literally obsessed with him. Oh, ad time. Oh, let me pause for ads. How are y'all liking the game so far? This is crazy. This is actually crazy. I can't believe this is all just a demo. Like, this is I don't know how long this demo is gonna be. I'm excited. I guess long enough to like introduce all the love interests, because that seems to be what's happening. But it's longer than I expected. Oh my goodness, this is so fun. I'm having a really good time. I'm gonna be so sad when it ends and then I have to wait. But let's see. We're back. Yippee! Thank you for letting me know. Hope you liked your ads. Which of these gay-ass options are we picking? Are you gonna be in danger? Don't bite your finger. I kind of like the idea that, like, Xeno's talking about something so serious, and he just goes, don't bite your finger. And he's like, what? Why are you paying so much attention to me? What the hell? Stop that. What? Biting your finger. You're leaving marks. Zeno lowers his hand and covers it with his other one. Does the thought of someone interfering with his work stress him out that much? Zeno takes several steps back, increasing the distance between them. He waves at Dante, his smile the same as before. Well, it doesn't matter what it is. You're gonna find out who's messing with my customers' customers, right? I have no choice. Then I'll do the same. I'm sure we can fix the problem together. Dante, see you again soon. Next time, let's have something to show for this case. He's so cute. He's so silly. Zeno does a little hop that lands him in midair again, quickly taking him up to another roof where he vanishes out of sight. You say that, but you're not going to remember, are you? Can't tell if he's a genius or an idiot. A little bit of both. A little bit of both. At least he managed to find Zeno and hear what he has to say. But I'd have liked something more useful. This whole night has been a waste. It doesn't help his mood. Dante rubs his hands over his face. Whatever, I did my work. Raoul should be waiting for me. Time to finish up for today. It takes a moment for Dante to find his way, but soon he's walking down another alley to get to the bar. What is he gonna find in the alley? Nothing good. Literally scene transition. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. This is so bad. With the night ending, people are starting to return home if they have one. Tired yawns, drunk rambling, and happy hollering can be heard, though Dante takes the quieter streets on purpose to avoid them. It always helps, but only so much. Even the back alleys have other people in them. Dante quickens his pace, listening despite himself for any surly remarks or angry, slurred muttering. He'd never been the type to ignore rowdy drunks. They didn't ignore him either, which had been a blessing at least until Orion caught on. It wasn't really losing control if some idiot on the street swung at him first. The fights were an easy way to burn off his restlessness, but when he'd first started working as a cop, Orion had hardly left his side at night. He used to drag Dante away from the busier streets, repeating over and over, like a broken record, a very annoying one, for Dante to just ignore them. And he's right. Drunks don't make for challenging fights anyway. They're a waste of his time. Not he's right because he shouldn't be fighting, but he's right because it's boring. There's a better person to fight. Thank you for the hydrate. Here, let me hydrate, because my mouth is like salivating so much I have to keep swallowing down my spit. There we go. Yeah, maybe I'm just dehydrated. Maybe that's what it is. He's good at it by now. Ignoring them, not jumping at every chance. But that doesn't mean he doesn't want a fight. Damn vampire. I should see if he'll fight me again soon. Oh? Orion is not to be underestimated as an enemy, which is why Dante has been trying to rile him up since day one. He'd only managed to bait him once by bringing up Alice. Dante hadn't liked what had happened after that. Damn. But the end result was positive. Orion had agreed he needed an outlet, so they'd started sparring here and there. Not half as often as Dante would like, but better than nothing. I'm going insane. Everything tonight is just messing with me on purpose. Fucking work, fucking case no one cares about except for Orion and some higher-ups I've never seen before. It's right when he has that thought that someone stumbles into Dante's path. Oh shit. Watch where you're fucking walking. Dante flares up. The alcohol stench coming off the man is so bad that it itches in his nose. The man jolts, swaying from left to right. He's muttering something under his breath, but as he raises his head, the murmur quickly grows louder. It's incomprehensible nonsense. Oh shit, it's the fucking drug. Half syllables that are connected in no particular order. More sounds than words. They tumble over each other as the man's face distorts, veins bulging out and eyes wide open. Oh shit. He screams is his bestial cry? As he raises a fist, swinging it towards Dante wildly. Oh shit. Bastard, you picking a fight right now? Dante tries not to focus on the delight buried under the anger of his words. He catches the fist. It's surprisingly heavy for a man with such a thin build, and throws a punch right back. I have a feeling we're gonna see like a horrifying CG in a second here. Just heads up. Like, whatever this transformation is gonna be, we're gonna see that shit. If we don't see it in the demo, we're definitely gonna see it in the full game. It connects hard enough that he can hear a crack. He expects the man to either back off, surprised by the resistance, or just keep swinging. What he doesn't expect is how the man turns, not at all reacting to whatever just broke. He bares his teeth, getting ready to bite right into Dante's hand. Dante pulls back his right hand, using the other one to grab the man by the hair and swing him against the wall. There's a dull thud, and the man slumps down. Ah, shit, come on, seriously? Dante groans. The man is not strictly human. Under the alcohol and the sense of the other supernaturals, he smells like wizard. Sadly, him being a wizard doesn't exactly fix his human frailty, and as Dante strains his ears, he can't hear him breathing anymore. Did you just kill him, man? Shit. The desire to ignore the situation is strong. If he's just killed a man, then that's gonna become a giant mess. The guilt doesn't quite settle in. There's too many other emotions taking up all the space. But he knows that Orion wouldn't leave. Neither would Raoul. He is neither of them, but he won't be able to look them into the eye if he doesn't take care of this. Dante kneels in front of the body, quickly checking the man's situation. The impact against the wall was not bad enough to kill a person. The punch before that was worse, and even that appeared to have only broken the man's nose, doing no further damage. No, the man shouldn't be dead, but here he is. Oh, what the fuck? Throws a punch at me first, and then has the audacity to die in front of me, son of a bitch. Wait. Dante squints at the corpse. Aggression followed by sudden death? No way, could it be... Dante reaches out to touch the man again when... Oh, here it comes. Dante whips his head around, staring down the street. Seconds pass, but what he first thought was the sound of a single isolated step doesn't return. This night can't get any weirder. He sighs, returning to face the corpse. He doesn't get to focus on it. This time, it's not an unknown sound. It's a voice, almost right next to his ear. Wasting no time to think, Dante throws himself in the opposite direction, scrambling to his feet and distancing himself from whoever has managed to approach him without even audibly breathing. There was no smell to warn him of the stranger's presence. They smelled like nothing. Oh? Holy shit. Is there a necromancer? What is this? They're just suddenly there, looking at the dead person and then turning their attention towards Dante. Holy shit. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. He knows the stranger's looking at him without seeing their eyes. Ice seeps through his veins, an almost physical sensation as it steals his breath away. When the hooded figure straightens, their clothes rustle, but that's the only sound around them. This person is... The odd clothes he's wearing don't belong to North Haven or even this country. He stands out, and not in a good or bad way. It's the same way you'd notice an adult among children. There's something overpowering about him, to the point that it feels like a single flick of the stranger's finger could end a life. His sheer presence is enough to make Dante freeze up in terror. Shit. Even just his gaze is terrifying. Part of Dante wants to run away, or at the very least lower his head and not be noticed. Another part of him thinks differently. How fascinating. I've never met anyone like this. He doesn't like to bow down, not even when he's as intimidated as he is right now. The different sides of him pull in opposite directions, ultimately rendering him completely motionless. Fight until the hierarchy is established. There is no surrender. A hellhound does not lower their head to someone who does not earn their submission. Submit, because a fight is not necessary. This person, being, creature is far above him. It's stupid to not understand this, and accepting another's strength is not shameful. His human side, quiet till now, chimes in. When you see someone scary, isn't it better to run? I knew it! Once I saw this version of the sprite. In the CG I wasn't sure, but I had a feeling it was this guy. What do you know about this one's state? The hooded man talks, interrupting his thoughts. His voice sends shivers right down Dante's spine. It's not a request, it's an order. He has to answer. He doesn't try to fight this, at least. There's no reason to. I don't know them. Dante's voice is shaking. He swallows heavily. Whoa! He swallows heavily and puts a hand on his throat, forcing himself to calm down. He will not stutter from fear like a helpless pup. But they might be one of several deaths caused by the same thing. The man hums. After a moment of contemplation, he moves closer. Oh! The closer he gets, the more Dante wants to leave. What is he? I've never met anyone or anything like this before. What is he? What is he doing here? The man towers over Dante when they stand in front of each other. There's a pair of eyes shining under the hood, staring right into him. Caused by what? At this point, it's getting harder to breathe. Dante's instinct is screaming. Run away or lower your head, just stop looking. Stop risking his anger, stop risking your life. I'm not going to run away. Fear is choking his throat, but Dante doesn't move his eyes away out of sheer stubbornness. He has run away too often. He's had enough of it, even in the face of potential death. You're not running away. I feel like this guy's British in my head. I mean, they're all British, but like, I feel like I have to give him their British accent, actually. This one in particular, I don't know why. The eyes under the hood narrow. Dangerous. Say he's not threatening you, run you'll die. British. I feel like at the very least, I'm gonna give him kind of like a transatlantic vibe, like a, you know, let's see, like, you're not running away, like kind of just like very posh, very like, honestly, he's giving rules card, and you'll see what I mean when the sprite is revealed, but he's giving rules card to me. I feel like if we run, he's gonna do something to us, so I feel like stay. The thought is like a hand on his shoulder, steadying him. Dante forces himself to assess the situation as objectively as possible. Transatlantic, where they assign Pacific and birth. Aha. The stranger isn't threatening him, not at all. Neither his aura nor what's visible of his facial expression is an act of deliberate intimidation. The stranger is terrifying to stand across from, but he's not made any move to attack. This is just his natural aura pushing others down, not a conscious act. He's just asking questions. A prey that runs gets hunted. That's what I'm saying. If you run, he's gonna freak out. Stand your ground. Don't give in. It's hard to hold eye contact with the man, but the longer Dante does, the more fascinating his eyes get. He's old. Very old. His eyes are not a lake, they're an ocean. Calm right now, but the waves can build up high. There's no desire inside them, and no threat. All the man is doing is looking down at a curious thing he encountered, giving it his attention for a mere few seconds. Breathless seconds pass. Then the man leans back again, and the pressure vanishes enough for Dante to inhale. Little things like you usually run away when I get close. You're not. How quirky. Who are you calling quirky? Continue on with your night, young hellhound. Don't forget to breathe. With that, the hooded man's attention span appears emptied. He turns his head up to the sky, pausing for a second. He knew Dante was a hellhound, probably because he got so close. Then he walks off, odd clothes rustling softly with every step. By the time Dante manages to snap out of it, he's gone. Who was that? Someone like him would stand out everywhere. How is it that the whole city's not talking about him yet? Not to mention he knew what I was. It's impossible to tell the difference between a werewolf and a hellhound by scent alone. Did my reaction give it away? What else? When the fear is gone, there's nothing but awe left. The man is something even the most powerful supernaturals in Northaven would bow to. That thought is almost pleasing. Pleasing? Power struggles are common within supernatural communities. There's always someone planning to overthrow the current boss. If that man stepped in, Dante can't imagine that much would stand in his way. Huh? He'd be a desirable leader, but you want to try, to stand in his way? I'm not sure I understand that second one. I'm not sure. He's intimidating, but I don't think he's, like, malicious. You know what I mean? Would he be a desirable leader? I'm not sure of that, to be completely honest. Hellhounds don't have alphas. Not like werewolves have. Not like that. But the strongest among them. Among us? The most cunning, the most intelligent. They're still the ones everyone turns to when the situation grows dire. The stranger would be the kind of leader to give you security. A horror to outsiders, but the ideal protector for everyone inside the pack. It's not a thought he decides to spend more time on. Yeah, because it makes you address things about yourself. That you're gay, and you want someone to lead you? He's not a hellhound, that I'm sure of. Useless to wonder what someone could bring to the species when it's not even a possibility. The man is gone, and it's best not to think about him. If he does think too much about him, he might just try to follow him. Gay? Dante shakes his head. Back to work. There's still a corpse on the ground. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that. Pushing away all stray thoughts, he approaches the body. Dante checks the man from head to toe one more time. The distraction helps. Looking at him now, Dante finally understands what Orion meant about knowing a victim if he saw one. The skin of the corpse has developed thin cracks in the short time since he collapsed. It feels hard, as if the whole body's surface is hardened. Like he turned to a rock? Well, at least it looks like this wasn't my fault. That's something. The cracks have the slightest discoloration, but that's about it. He can still move the corpse's joints, so whatever has happened is mostly superficial. Interesting. What is this? Address me. Yeah, literally, like, they're having this, like, this gay-ass, like, confrontation, and there's just a corpse in the background. Like, oops, kind of forgot about that. What is this? So, like, his skin is hardened and cracked and discolored, but the body itself can still be moved and, like, the joints bent and everything. Interesting. Sorry, big yawn. What the organs look like he couldn't say. I've seen people's insides before, but I don't exactly have an interest in them. That's a job for pathology. I'll have to get someone from the station to fetch the body. Sadly, he doesn't have a phone. They're giant brick-shaped things, unwieldy and inconvenient to carry around. Oh, right, because this is the 80s. He wouldn't have a cell phone to take pictures with or anything, or to call the station. Raoul keeps one on him, but he's not here. He does, in theory, have a pager, but that's exactly where it always is, on his desk back at the station. So here's what's gonna happen, right? He's gonna leave the corpse here. He's gonna go tell Raoul they're gonna come back, the body's gonna be gone. I already know that's exactly what's gonna happen. He just really hates that thing. Contacting the station is what he has Raoul for, right? Still, there's no way he's gonna carry a corpse on his back, so he has to inform someone. Time to wake some people up. There's enough houses around. He just has to sniff out a supernatural household, then ring long enough until he can tell someone to call the station. Oh, this place is swanky. No annoyance can fight against the power of a police badge. The poor couple Dante woke up wasn't happy, but neither was he, so they made the phone call obediently enough. Having gotten confirmation that someone was coming, Dante decided that his day was over. The couple will make sure no one steals the corpse. The bar is still open. When Dante enters, there's a handful of people sitting here and there. The Golden Cat is his favorite bar. It's a cozy place frequented by both supernaturals and humans in the know, which is perfect for enjoying a beer after a long day, or night, of work. A bit farther inside, Raoul is already waiting for him, sitting with two people Dante recognizes. Guess it's good that he had company while he was waiting. Halfway decent company, even. You could consider Edgar good company for Raoul. They're both decent people with morals and all that. Edgar Thorne, a human who's worked with Cersei for 20 years now. He manages their clients, paperwork, and anything else Cersei doesn't want to deal with herself. Thorne Investigations is named after him. So again, this is probably one of Cersei's, like, love interests or side characters that's overlapping here. Let's see. Bangling. Interesting. Cersei, probably not so much. Oh, so they both exist in this world. It's not like one exists and the other doesn't, depending on who you pick. Cersei, he doesn't think Cersei has good morals. A vampire private detective known for hunting her own kind. Cersei's whereabouts prior to her appearance in Northaven are a mystery known to few, but rumor has it she was once the eternal companion of a primordial. Who's a primordial? Guys, I don't know the alphabet. Hold on. L-M-N-O-P. Oh, it's not here. It goes from O to R. There's no P or Q. Okay. I guess I just have to live with that. I'm so used to everything being in the glossary. The bar isn't that big, so they notice him in the moment he enters. Dante feels Cersei's eyes on him and involuntarily rubs over his arm where the hairs are standing up. Oh my god! Can I speak? He takes a breath to calm himself. Nothing happened. Dante stops at the bar to order a drink first. He can hear Cersei talking about him. Oh, he's so cute. What the hell? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one of her love interests. Here's Cersei. She's beautiful, by the way. She is gorgeous. Is he avoiding us? I think he can hear you. Yes, that was the point. Oh, this CG is so cute. What the hell? Look at him. Look at the kitty. Look at him. Look at the kitty. Look at him. Look at the kitty. Look at him. They're so, both of them are so cute. What the hell? Lady. I need Lady. She's beautiful. I love Cersei. I think Cersei is so pretty. If you want more of Cersei, don't forget to download the demo for yourself. You can play Cersei's route. She has a whole different story. You can stare at Pretty Lady for a whole route instead of Emo Boy. And you can date another Pretty Lady. She actually has, I think it's 2 guys and a lady as her love interests, where Dante only has guys. Cersei is a bisexual witch. Witch? No. Isn't she a vampire? No, I was thinking of the meme. Well, she's a bisexual supernatural. You can be Pretty Lady who dates Pretty Lady. Do it! Download the game! Oh, kitty. Yeah, Yuri! Yeah! Yeah! I want Yuri. I want Yuri. I will be playing soon. Yeah! Download the game! Download the game! Links are in the YouTube description. And here you can download on itch. You can download on Steam. Play the game! This is literally so freaking cute. Cat? Why is cat? Oh, okay. I thought cat was in the glossary. It's like, I know what a cat is. Cena, the namesake of the golden cat. The first Cena belonged to the original owner, but both passed away long ago. The current owner's cat bears a surprising resemblance to her, which might be why she is also known as Cena. Aww. Kitty, good kitty. Good cat. She's the namesake of the bar and probably the only cat that doesn't care about getting petted, even when the one doing it is a supernatural. Cena purrs as he strokes her fur, leaning into the touch. She's warm, small, and weak. Aww. Complete opposite of the man just now. A rough tongue licks the tip of his finger. Cena experimentally gives it a bite to see if it's not something edible, and turns away in distaste when it's not. She's so cute. Bold kitty. Not even worried I might hurt you, huh? I don't know if you can hear that. He scratches her ear, but in a classic cat-like manner, the animal suddenly decides she's had enough and jumps off the counter. I love that cat. It's such a cute cat. As she vanishes somewhere underneath the tables, the bartender returns. Here's your beer. Thanks. Beer in hand, Dante finally joins the group waiting for him. He takes the seat next to Raoul, pretending he doesn't notice Cersei's unblinking stare. Look at her! Oh my god, she's literally stunning. She's beautiful. The corset is crazy. I'm looking respectfully. If y'all had an eye tracker on me right now, I'm looking respectfully. I promise, Cersei. She's literally so beautiful. Also, can I just say, I love that both the protagonists are, like, not paper white. I love that about this game. Like, we do have, like, some of the, I think most of the love interests, honestly, are pretty pale, but I love that both the protagonists are, like, either tan or, like, beautiful dark-skinned black women. Like, love that. Love that so much. We don't get enough, like, POC protagonists, honestly. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Hold on. You can stare at, Cersei for a second. Poo poo pee 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 poo poo. Welcome in, Robert. I'm tired of paper white, more melanin. Yes. I love characters with melanin. I love when, like, creators aren't afraid to give their characters melanin. Because I know I'm not, like, the darkest, but, like, I refused to make myself a model that was, like, anime boy with white-ass paper white skin. Like, no. I want to be tan. I like being tan. You know? There are way too many VTubers that are just, like, the color of I don't know, like ice cream, like vanilla ice cream. To lead a liar, watch your daughter die. Welcome in, Jacko. I need to finish my cover of that, actually. I started making a cover of that like a couple days after it came out, and then I just never finished because it was kind of pissing me off, not gonna lie. I redid the vocals like 5 times. I have to allow this because it got auto-modded. You're a pale-ass white boy on the inside. So rude. I resent that. I am not white. Like, I'm white in that I'm a white Latino, but like, I hate that so much. I specifically made my bear boy extremely melanated. He's almost blue because I'm sick of people taking black bears and giving them a light brown skin tone as a human. That's so real, actually. Latino, do you got a big ass? Honestly, yes. It's too big for my own good. I can't get through small spaces. Do with that what you will. Huh? Yeah, like I can't squeeze through small spaces because my ass is too fat. Do with that what you will. You asked, I answered. What do you want me to say? Hey, 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 hey. And there's no... Well, not that I've seen. To be fair, I don't have a not safe for work tag. I considered, when I was making my clip and art tags, I was wondering if I should make a not safe for work tag. Just so, like, if people want to make that, it is separated. I don't have an official one, though. It would be really easy for it to be, like, what was it? Like, Kinky PNK? Or, what is the... Right, because it's Clips PNK and Canvas PNK. It would be really easy for it to be like Kinky PNK or Kink PNK or something like that. PN Kink. The art I did is softcore in a way. No, low key it kind of is. But yeah. If the devs are watching this, I'm so sorry. This is what we get up to on stream. This is very normal, honestly. Oh god. I mean, considering what we've seen in the game so far, I feel like it is definitely like a more mature game, so maybe they're fine with that, because it's like, I saw a couple different numbers. I saw either 16 plus or 17 plus as the estimated rating for the game, like age rating, so... You know, it's probably fine. We did see, like, Dante, like, almost naked at the very top of the game. He was just wearing, like, briefs. I did not hide the window on that one, just in case. So, yeah. Let's see. She's so stunning. I love her. I bought a gay little blind box plushie. I need to! I've literally been saying... Okay, here's the thing. When Labubus first became popular, I was like, ugh, those are so ugly. I don't want one. Why is everyone obsessed with them? But now that it's been a while, I'm kind of like, I kind of want a Labubu. I low-key want a Labubu. Even if I don't get, like, a Labubu specifically, I really like a lot of the figures that they have at, Pop Mart. I've been thinking of getting some. Just for funsies. But also, every time I remember that I want to go to Pop Mart, I'm closing that day. And I work, like... in the same location as the Pop Mart, so when I close, the Pop Mart also closes. Like, we close at the same time, so I can't go unless I remember to either, like, go early or, like, go on a day that I don't close the store, and just, like, instead of going straight home, which I usually do because I'm tired, I have to, like, turn around and walk to the Pop Mart. And I keep forgetting. Because I just want to see what they have there. They have such cute stuff there. Oh yeah, we randomly got a kitten? OMG, congrats! That's so cute! What'd you name it? I love kittens. Did you see the kitten earlier? Were you here when the kitten was here? Did you see the kitty? Here, let's go back and see the kitty. Can I? Oh, maybe I can't. There's like a built-in feature in RunPy where you can like go, like scroll up to go back in the story, but Honestly, I understand why they disabled it. I'm probably gonna disable it for most of my games because it just breaks shit. Chocolate cinnamon? Is that the name of your cat? That's so cute. What the fuck? That's literally so cute. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. Ah! I was trying to like double click as if that would do anything. Huh? Why is it... Did I break the game? Guys, I think I broke the game. It's like... Okay, hold on. Hold on! I'm clicking on history. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I don't even know what just happened here. Ugh. Sorry. Okay, here. I think this is broken. And I didn't save anywhere, so now I don't know. Oh wait, yeah, I went backwards. This is backwards. How did that happen? Okay, I don't know what I did, but I did manage to go backwards. I thought I skipped something. Okay. Here, let me save, just because I'm scared of that happening again, whatever that was. What I wanted to see was if there was a way for us to view the CG of the kitty. It's not responding. Why is it not responding? I'm just trying to save. No. Why is that happening? It keeps like freezing on me. Here, we saved. Main menu. Yes. I don't know what's happening, but I did want to see if there's like a CG gallery or something. Extras? No, that's not it. Normally there's like a CG gallery. That's alright. Oh yeah, this is the lady, by the way. Cersei can date a hot lady. Yuri. Okay, anyways. Back to the game. Hello? Oh, there we go. It's like being weird. Should I close the game and reopen it? It's like really laggy. There we go. I'm hotter. Well, hopefully you can make your own dating sim and then you can be the protagonist. And then you can have hot people date you. But for now, what we got is Cersei and that other lady whose name I don't remember. Okay. Doesn't notice Cersei's unblinking stare. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love you, lovely, love you, love you, love you, love you. Okay. Cersei and Edgar are a vampire and a human who run a private investigation agency together. Dante would find their partnership weird if he didn't know Orion and his wife. We still make two abnormal pairs, two weak humans working together with two dangerous supernaturals. I can tell exactly why Raoul and Edgar can connect with each other. Edgar and Raoul have a friendly enough relationship to chat whenever they run into each other at the Golden Cat. As a result, Dante and Cersei has also started running into each other. Cersei's as nice as she always is, which means she's not. She jumps at the chance to tease him. Did you forget to brush your hair this morning, or did you run into trouble on your way here? If anyone's picking on you, you can always let me know. I don't like animal abuse. She's such a diva! He'd comment on that, but he has an easier retort thanks to having heard about Abraxas being around. Just ran into Abraxas. Seen him recently? Cersei doesn't even try to hide her disdain. Not really. Gotcha. I heard he and his agents were snooping around that museum that exploded, interviewing potential witnesses. Guess they'll be wandering all around the city till that's sorted, keeping an eye on things. Ugh. If you haven't run into him yet, I'm sure you will. A lot. Having gotten the reaction he wanted from her, Dante's focus shifts to what she might actually know. There's always something interesting happening when the SSF gets involved. The SSF, or Supernatural Secrecy Force, is not like the police. It's an international security and intelligence agency tasked with ensuring that the existence of supernaturals doesn't come to light. Abraxas is the captain of the SSF's North Haven branch. Dante doesn't care too much about them. They don't get involved with the police unless there's a problem, so they've never bothered him. Even when Abraxas does visit the station, it's got nothing to do with Dante. But that doesn't mean he doesn't find their work interesting. It's entertainment, at least. Heard anything about that, though? Cersei just shrugs. Her disinterest would be believable if she didn't rattle off the next couple of sentences so quickly, making it obvious she's trying to change the subject. Not sure what you're asking me for. I haven't got a clue what they're up to, and speaking from experience, it's best if it stays that way. Actually, why do you even care? Aren't the SSF and the police supposed to stay out of each other's business as much as they can? I like that they have the little head tilt in there. It just adds a little more expressiveness, like, to the sprites. I do like, I haven't called it out, but, like, they have, like, basically one main pose, and then their arms can express. Apparently their heads can tilt. Like, it's a nice way to add some expressions without it being, like, a super big load on your artist. I should phrase my sentence more carefully. It's fine. But yeah, as someone who hopes to make a lot of visual novels and a lot of visual novel sprites, it's just, like, good to note those kinds of things and take tips from that. Yeah. Unless it's related to whatever the two of you are working on. Raoul wouldn't tell us anything, but maybe you will? She's so pretty. Raoul takes a sip of his beer, the same way he sips from his coffee when Dante is talking nonsense. You didn't give me the chance to say anything. As if you would have told me the truth if I did. Cersei stares Dante down. He holds back the urge to comment that if she had shared a story of her own, he'd be more inclined to talk. Well, since you asked so nicely. No. You suck. I don't. That's your job. I knew it. Next to them, Edgar fidgets nervously, then interrupts them carefully. He's like so cute. I can't lie. He's really cute. Okay, well, you two look busy, and we're in desperate need of a drink. We'll leave you to it. But, come on, Cersei, you've bothered them enough for tonight. How dare you? I'm perfectly lovely and pleasant to be around. Raoul offers a wave, looking faintly relieved when Edgar gets up. I love how she's like, her personality is so fun, you know what I mean? Like, you would expect for a protagonist character to be a little bit, like, not boring, but you know what I mean? Like, easy to project onto, but, like, she is her own character. I love when games do that, and it's, like, it's not just a self-insert, but it's, like, you are experiencing a story that would have happened one way or another to these characters, but you just happen to have some influence on it because it's a visual novel. I like that kind of thing. But, like, she's still herself. Like, she still has, like, a very strong personality. Good to see you, Edgar. Yeah, cheers. Cheers. They're British. They're British. I'm gonna crash out. I learned the other day, or not the other day, but I was reminded the other day, that cheers and cheerio are specifically goodbye. Like, if someone says, cheerio, pip pip cheerio, like, that's goodbye. It's not just, like, a greeting in general. It specifically means, like, that you're leaving, which I did not know. I learned that, I don't remember when, but I was just reminded of it the other day. I was like, oh yeah, that is a thing I learned. And I just find that so weird because I feel like we hear cheers and cheerio a lot, like, from the American perspective, but we don't really register it as having, like, such a specific meaning. So I feel like if I didn't know that, I would just be like, instead of hello, if I was, like, being silly, I'd be like, oh, cheerio, but, like, that's not what it means. It means bye, specifically. I didn't know that for a long time. Just a little trivia for you. Hello, Rob! Welcome back! How you doing? We are playing Burn the Midnight Oil. Silly little... Well, I shouldn't say silly. It's not very silly. It's serious and very tense and gay and homosexual. It's a monster dating sim with a mystery. It's really more of a mystery game with a dating sim element, but it's very interesting so far. Doing good. That's good to hear. I'm also doing good. I'm very chill today. Yippee! But yes, let's see. I'm really liking it so far. I'm really liking it so far. And if you guys are liking it too, here's another reminder. Download the demo, support the Kickstarter. What? Yeah. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Let's see. Cersei allows herself to get dragged away to another corner of the bar. Both Dante and Raoul watch them for a moment until Raoul glances at him. Could she hear us from over there? Oh! I like that detail. First of all, I like that we're seeing his arms again, but I like that detail that because Raul is presumably hard of hearing, he has to be like, is this a distance that like a hearing person would be able to hear us conversate from? That's fun. That's like good attention to detail. I like how much like diversity there is in this game. Dante shrugs, making himself comfortable in his seat. This close? Yes, but she's not that curious about it. Especially not when she's already distracted talking to Edgar and the bartender. If you say so. Before we get into what happened, you ran into Abraxas? Nah, I just wanted to mess with her. But they did mention the SSF at Mirage, so it's better if he's not on this case. Now give me a summary of what happened. Found Zeno, he says he doesn't remember anything useful. I also ran into a hooded man who may or may not be a ridiculously powerful supernatural involved in all this. And I found a corpse. It's like, found a corpse. Totally didn't punch him to death or swing him against a wall or anything. Oops. So I woke up some random people to call the station. Raul stares at Dante for a solid 10 seconds. Dante stares back, silent. He's like, I'm not buying that bullshit. You know what? I take it back. Tell me every single thing you remember happening in order. You serious? I didn't think your summary would be that bad. Maybe your instructions just suck. It was a summary. Could you just be helpful for once? I'd like to finish up for tonight. So would I. Long version, then. Partway through his retelling, Raul starts to frown. Now he's tapping the table, eyes closed in thought. Dante waits, letting him sort out whatever is going on in his head. Do I get another drink while he's thinking? Oh, done. Before we talk more about this, I have 2 questions for you. So many questions today. That is, sadly, part of our job. Number 1. Putting aside whether Zeno is actually involved, and putting aside whatever relationship the 2 of you have, clock that shit. Do you believe him when he says he doesn't remember anything about a new drug? Honestly, yeah. I do. He doesn't seem like the type to lie. He's just, like, chaotic and, like, goofy, but I don't think he was lying. Not about that. He looked honestly confused when he said he didn't recall hearing about it, and upset when he heard that people were dying. From what I know of him, he does forget things easily. The first 3 times we met, he couldn't even remember my face. But I don't think he would have lied if he did remember. It wouldn't be to his advantage to admit it. Thing is, he doesn't care about advantages and disadvantages. Zeno's been prattling about all kinds of illegal stuff to me ever since we met. He doesn't think it's an issue. Raul nods. Second question. What, accepting my word without complaining? I just want to hear your opinion, nothing else. Doesn't mean I agree or disagree. That mysterious stranger you ran into, would you say he's on our side or not? As in, does he want the unknown substance gone? Or to take it for himself? Or is he just curious? For the record, I'm going to continue calling it a drug because it's easier than talking about an unknown cause. Does seem most likely for now, though. Too many addicts involved. Man... Honestly, I'm not sure. It felt like he was trying to learn more about it, but not necessarily, like, to gain anything, you know what I mean? It felt like he was just, like, he observed it, he was pushing for more information because he was curious, you know? I would say he's not involved at all. I have my doubts that he's related to this in any way. I know you didn't mean it seriously, but I do think he could be checking out of curiosity. Is that something you supernaturals do? Poke your nose into dangerous stuff for fun? The long-lived ones? Yes. The longer you live and the more power you have, the easier you get bored. It could be fair to assume he wanted a distraction from his daily life. I didn't meet him, so I'll take your thoughts into account for now. What do you think? I think that we should avoid a stranger who might be dangerous, unless we have a decent reason to assume that he's part of the situation. I haven't ever seen you worry about another supernatural strength. This is the first time. I don't think we want to run into him again. Dante both agrees and disagrees with that. You're so fucking gay! As for Zeno, maybe he doesn't remember anything, but he knows something. The chance that any substance in North Haven passes by him unseen is just too low. It's not like Zeno filters who he works with. If you've got money and time, he will take the job. I'd start by tracking down more dealers. If it is a drug, someone has to be selling it. Don't I get a say in this? You do. I've said what I would do. What about you? How do you think we should approach this? Ooh. Is that the end of the demo? Yeah! Oh, God. You have reached the end of the Burn the Midnight Oil demo. Thank you for playing. To support the game's development and for more... Oh my god, I can't speak! To support the full game's development and for more news on Burn the Midnight Oil, check out our Kickstarter, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and Discord! Guys! Oh, that was so fun. OMG, this was peak, wasn't it? Oh my god, how am I supposed to wait for the full game? They actually do have a Blue Sky. I'm not sure why they didn't list it. Maybe this is Burn the Midnight Oil specific, but I know that Foxglove Games, the creators, do have a Blue Sky. I am following them on Blue Sky and Twitter. Definitely give them a follow on Twitter and Blue Sky if you have them. And of course, check out the game on itch and Steam, and check out the Kickstarter. Again, there are the commands if you want any of those links. Yeah. My gosh. So as you can see, the game is pretty extensive, and we just went through one playthrough of the demo. There were plenty of other options we could have chosen. I'm not sure how much it would affect things besides just like the dialogue in that scene. I'm not sure, because it's a demo. I don't know if it would be like super overarching changes. But if you want to see more dialogue from Dante's storyline, you can absolutely play through it yourself. Or I would highly recommend you guys download the demo and play through Cersei's demo, because it should be very different. Like, the storyline is different, the characters are all different, the protagonist, like, her background and personality is totally different, and she's gorgeous also. She's beautiful. I almost played as her just because she's so pretty. So pretty. Guys, I'm so excited for this game. I'm so excited for this game, but if you want it as much as I want it, it needs to be funded. It needs to be funded first. They are a little less than halfway to their goal right now, but the Kickstarter just started recently, and it will be open until the 22nd of this month. I will absolutely be pledging. You can get anywhere from like your name in the credits up to like tons of physical merch, art books, like stickers, charms. I think stickers, for sure charms. You can get like all kinds of stuff. Here, let me actually Kickstarter. Let me pull up the link again because I closed it again. Hello? There it is. Let's look through. I promise it didn't go to black. I clicked thinking it would. There we go. Here, let me pull up the Kickstarter rewards again so I can remind myself. But yeah, this game looks incredible. Like, the quality, the scope, like, it's crazy. It's actually crazy. I'm so excited. Here, let's see. Yeah, they're currently, this is in dollars. I think they probably did it in pounds or euros or something. But on my end, what I see is that they're currently at about $42,000 out of $98,000, and that all goes to more of this beautiful art, more of this beautiful soundtrack. I think voice actors? Am I wrong about that? Let me see. I might be wrong about that. It might not be voice. No, okay, no. Here, okay. Music, merchandise, editing, coding, taxes, of course, and art. That's what the money's going to. Why do I keep thinking there's voice acting in this? There's no voice acting in this, but yeah, incredible. So promising. And as I said, they do have like a track record of, they've made another game. This studio has made another game before as well, and I believe that one was also funded through Kickstarter. So there's no concerns about like, oh, you know, Kickstarters that promise things and they don't go through. Like, no, I have full faith in this team, and I'm so excited to see what they come up with. This looks so good. Like, this is quote unquote a demo, but this is like so complete and beautiful already. Just the snippet that we got to see, and it wasn't even really like, I was expecting it to be kind of short. I was like, oh, you know, we'll see if it's long enough to fill an entire stream. No, it for sure was. Like, there's a lot of content here already. It's crazy. I'm so excited for this. Here, let me see. Let me see the rewards. Oh, I scrolled past them at some point. Let me go back up. Woo! Oh, they've got prints? Hello? Holy crap, dude. Let me see. Maybe I was looking at a different Kickstarter and that's why I'm thinking of voice acting. I think that's what must have happened in my brain. I got all like mixed up. Here, let's see. Rewards. Yeah, your name in the credits. You can get a game key. You can get the art book, the OST. If you pay enough, you can actually get beta access. Like before the full game releases, you can get beta access to an early build. There will be like extra content, like there are illustrated short stories you can get access to. There are prints, stickers, charms, really good stuff. If obviously I'm not saying that y'all need to do this, but I thought this was really cool. There are actually rewards, like some of the higher tiers, where you can design one of those illustrated short stories, or like I don't know if it's maybe write for it a little bit, or like give them ideas for it, I think. Yeah, design an illustrated short story, and you can also design NPCs in Dante and Circe's routes, which is crazy. I love when they do stuff like that. Not saying you have to pledge that high. Don't do anything you are not financially able to do. But if you want to support this game at all, any which way, feel free to go to that Kickstarter link, because I will be devastated if this game doesn't get funded. I will be actually so, like, I will die. Don't let me die, guys. Let's see. But yeah, again, like huge shout outs to Foxglove Games. They were the ones that, you know, I was already planning on playing this game, to be fair, but they were the ones that pushed me. They were like, hey, like, guys, do you want to play? I was like, well, yeah. So that's why we're here today. I really appreciate them. And yeah, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it too. This was so cool. I need to see boobies or I'll die. Don't let me die. I mean, that's not what I said, but that's kind of what I said. I need to see those man titties. Hee. I'm normal. Never seen that meme, Kiri? I think I have seen that, actually. Low-key. Low-key? I just happened to say that without remembering the meme. No, I'm definitely gonna be playing Circe's route, like, of the demo off stream. Because I want y'all to go ahead and play it for yourselves, so we're not gonna stream it, but I will probably play it off stream. Just because I need more content. How am I supposed to wait so long for this freaking game to come out? What? I'm looking forward to it. Big stretch. Dude, 3 hours. Of course, part of that was me yapping and being an idiot, but honestly, it was pretty much like a 3-hour demo. Like, that is not an exaggeration. Maybe 2.5 to 3 hours. So y'all get on it. But yes, I honestly had 2 versions of this world in my mind. One was like, oh, it's not gonna be long enough and I'm gonna have to do Circe's in the same stream, and the other was, what if it's too long and I have to continue it tomorrow? But it ended up being like perfectly a bite-sized chunk long enough for one stream, so I'm actually pretty content with that. But that does raise the question, what are we gonna do tomorrow? Because I have time to stream tomorrow and the day after. I am thinking we could do more hotel room designing in Animal Crossing. We did that once and people seem to like it, and I haven't gotten back to that to do the next room. I did play some Animal Crossing yesterday to get more tickets so I could order like the items and stuff from the hotel catalog. So we have some stuff to make rooms. So we can do that. Other thing is I did just sign up for the JLPT, so we can do more Japanese study. We could do the next section of the practice exams. So either of those is a viable option. Let me know what y'all think. Probably we'll do like one of those tomorrow and one of those the day after. Let me know what y'all prefer. Let me see. Oh, that's not what I meant to click. Should we raid someone? I always forget to raid people. Who's even live right now? Let me see. Meow. Zeus is live again. Clover's live. Let's see. Who is live? That we could jump into their chat. What is Pemmy doing? Or we could just die. Let's see. I don't know. Y'all wanna raid into some Minecraft? Who's doing Minecraft? And I don't know nothing about Minecraft, so that's something I can't provide. I don't know if I ever plan to stream Minecraft. So if y'all want a Minecraft stream, we could hop into one. Oh, let me... Yeah, I gotta go. Here, let's, raid. I will go. Goodbye. Thank you, Sukasa Fish. Oh yeah, let me do my thank you. Have a good rest of your day. You too. Thank you so much, Sukasa Fish. Thank you, Zara. Thank you, Raw. Thank you, Jack Howell. Who else was here? I think, I saw them towards the beginning. Who was it? There it is. Oris. Thank you, Oris, for being here. Thank you for commenting pee pee poo poo Robert over on YouTube side. Bye, Zara, and the rest of the chatters. Thank y'all so much for being here. Susa Noodles. Will this work? There we go. All right, feel free to jump in the raid. 'Cause I gotta go. Thank y'all. Bye.